It's time for Salem Tiger Sports on KSMO Radio, AM 1340, and also online at KSMORadio.com. Salem Tiger Sports is proudly brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, K&H Auto Supply, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Supply, the Salem Memorial District Hospital, Town and Country Bank, Fairground Auto Plaza, Your Community Health, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Salem Farm Equipment, Knight Auto Care, Progressive Ozark Bank, Edward Jones, Fleming Variety, the City of Salem, Town and Country Insurance, Larson Collision Center and Rental Cars, Tax Masters, Common Grounds Bistro, Farmers Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Haven Motors, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Whitaker Building Supply, Victor Heating and Cooling, Quick Tan, VIP Real Estate, Rainbow Siding, SBU of Salem, Dr. Emmett Reary DOC, Mowbray Excavating, D&D Supply, American Family Insurance, Conway Construction, and Your World Today. Now Salem Tiger Sports on KSMO Radio and online at KSMORadio.com.
Welcome to Dexter. Stan Stevens and Rick Hoy bring you Salem Tiger football from the friendly confines of Dexter High School. If you can find it out in the middle of nowhere, and but it's a beautiful place.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's pretty nice around here, Stan.
And it's a very nice feel. But the Tigers and the Cougars going to match up. Rick, we came into Dexter, found out that their starting quarterback from last week got his collarbone broken.
Yep.
They've got a sophomore going tonight, and may change the way they play this game a little bit.
You're right, Stan. You never know. Like you say, when you're when you're looking for one quarterback and you get another when you don't know anything about him. I know that the young man came in last week. They said after the other quarterback got hurt, they said his threw 2 interceptions right away. But Stan, I also heard that the 2 of the Dexter receivers had slipped. Maybe one of the interceptions might have been a little different story. But hey, he's getting his feet wet. Like I say, we'll see what happens here tonight.
And we're ready to get the kickoff. Salem will be receiving. They will send Caden Camden deep down the middle. He'll be flanked on the right side by number 20, Garrett Connell, and on the left side by Tristan Newman. The up man will be for the Salem Tigers, Cole Elliott. Kicking off for the Cougars, looks like it's number 5, Harrison Pennington.
Okay.
Oh, a different guy.
Changing up.
Caleb Haggard's going to do the kicking. So,
okay.
All right. So we're ready to go. Salem in their road white jerseys, blue pants. Cougars in their home black and red jerseys and pants. The long kick, knocked down, picked up by Camden at the 2. Caden up to the middle. Dukes his way to the left. Now still on his feet. Goes down at around the 14-yard line. That ball went off the fingertips of Connell. And that slowed the ball down as it looked like Caden was going to try and catch it on the fly, and then Connell misdirected the ball.
Yeah, like you say, Stan, that's what they usually tell you is don't back up if you're on that side because, if it goes into the end zone, it's automatically put it on the 20 or 25. 20?
20, yeah.
So, yeah, he'd been better off, like you said, to let either Camden have it or let it go into the end zone.
So the ball will be placed at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. From our vantage point, we're very close to the field.
We are. We're almost on it.
Looks like basketball.
Yeah, we're almost on it.
In the bone, Tigers come out. As Chandler Gray goes under center. Gray will give it off to White up the middle, and Brandon will move forward to about the 18-yard line. Let's see where they actually spot him, Rick, and they're going to give him about a 2-yard gain.
Okay.
Take a 2nd down and 8. Tigers have Sam Ball in the backfield, Tristan Newman, and Brandon White up front. Boone straight to the wide receiver, Chandler Gray at quarterback.
Nice to see you, number 62, Nate Case.
Nate Case has his right ankle highly wrapped.
Severely, yeah.
Yeah, big time wrap.
Yeah, he was kind of questionable for the game.
Gray on 2nd and 8. Gives us one to Ball. Ball trying to break through. Will get about 4, maybe 5, up across the 20 to about the 22. It'll bring up 3rd and about 4, maybe 5. Just depends on their spot here. We're trying to figure out what they are doing, and that's a gain of 4. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Nice play made there by big number 7, Justin Kenley, who came up and took Sam down. He was one of the last ones to come in. He was originally held up there by big number 40, and that is Braxton Foster. They stay in the bone, 3rd and 4 Gray on the option. Keeps it, turns upfield, and he will get very close to first down, but I don't think he made it.
I think he's going to be short, Stan.
I think he's going to get to about the 25-yard line, but he needs to get to the 26. And it's going to bring up a 4th and about 1. Notice that all 3 times, Ricky, Salem Tigers went to the left side, not on the side where Nate Case is.
Yep.
I'm wondering if that's by design.
True.
So Nick Holliday will drop back to punt. Going back, number 12, Nate Gargis. He's a wide receiver, and a low kick by Holliday, and it bounces and bounces and will bounce out of bounds right at the 40-yard line, and they'll actually spot it out of the 43.
Okay.
Low kick to the sideline, no return. And Dexter will have very good position to start out with. The quarterback will be Peyton Driscoll. And he's just a sophomore, 5'10", only 130 pounds. And Rick, he looks like a toothpick back there, I'm telling you.
He's a skinny young man, huh?
He very, very much is. And we believe that Caleb Hoggard,
yeah.
call him the Hog. I remember him. He'll be in the backfield. And we'll see if they stay with a one-man backfield or if they go into 2. And it looks like they're going to go with a pro set.
Yep.
The number 44, Jet Featherstein. Now Jet goes into a wing. And he drops the ball, does the quarterback on the very first play. Falls forward. I believe he got it back.
Did he fall back on it, Stan?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
And minimal, if any, gain. Second down, we'll call it still 10.
Okay.
Nothing like jitters on your first home game of the year. And the Hog checks out. Caleb comes out of the game.
Okay.
Justin Kenley checks in. And they're going to set up in a pistol formation. 3 receivers in the pattern. And they're going to hand it off, though, to Featherstein. And he is taken down to the 40-yard line. That'll be a loss of about 2 or 3.
Wow.
Is it Featherston or Featherstein?
Featherstone, Stan.
Featherstone.
Yeah,
Okay.
S-T-O-N. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mine looks like an E, and I thought, well.
I just heard the announcer.
Oh, so you're cheating.
Sorry about that.
I loss of about 3, bring up
Okay.
3rd and 13. And Hoggard comes back in. He checks in for number 31. That's Corbin Strong. Peyton Driscoll, their quarterback, will fall back in the gun. Hoggard right next to him. 4 receivers, 2 by 2. In the pattern. On 3rd and 13, low snap. He's got time, fires it down the middle, and it is bobbled and dropped. Bobbled and dropped, thrown in the direction of Nate Gargis. He had it, couldn't hold it.
That's a good throw, Stan.
That's a heck of a throw, and Gargis just couldn't hang on. And 3 Tigers are about ready to line him up, though, Rick, and I think Gargis heard that and dropped the ball. So it'll be 4th and 13, and the Tigers will drop Tristan Newman back. We're just underway here with 8:30 to go first quarter, no score. Hoggard to kick. Stab is back, getting some pressure, but not a lot. Gets his kickoff down the middle to the 26-yard line. That's where Newman has it. Newman to the outside, gets to the 40, to the 45, and is taken down at the 48-yard line. Nice return. All the way from the 26-yard line to the 48, a 22-yard return by Newman. Tigers have excellent field position as they come back on the field. Calvin Malone, your American Family agent in Salem, is looking out for you no matter what happens, even when nothing is wrong. If you need insurance, stop by and see Calvin at 1104A South Main or call 729-5165. Let Calvin help you with all of your insurance needs. Calvin Malone, your American Family insurance agent. In the bone, right in front of us here at Dexter High School. Glad to have you along on KSMO and online at KSMOradio.com. Hand off to Brandon White, and Brandon will knife over the 50-yard line to just about the 49.5. A gain of about 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. Quick Tan, located at 405 North Main Street in Salem, has 6 tanning beds. They now handle vegan deodorants, Anthology lip balm, hemp oil, and they do spray tanning and teeth whitening. And they also offer corporate rates. Open Monday through Friday, 11:30 to 7, and Saturday 10 to 1. It's Quick Tan, 739-1113. 2nd and 7. Hand off to number 26, Sam Ball, and Sam will get about 3, I think. They're going to mark with the 46. Taken down by 4 different Cougars there.
Didn't pull anybody's stand, but he still got 3 yards.
Braxton Foster in on that one, along with Corbin Strong, and helping out the little guy, number 22, Mason Keena. Mason Keena, 5'7", 150 pounds, and he is a linebacker.
Yeah.
He must like to hit.
He's like, yeah.
Third and about 4. Tigers need to get to the 42-yard line of Dexter. It's another third down play, but this might be 2-down territory here.
True.
Ray on the inbounds line to the left to Sam Ball. Sam Ball really powers his way down to about the 41. It looks like he has it, and that should be a 5-yard gain, and the first down of the game belongs to the Salem Tigers. Nothing fancy, Rick.
No,
straightforward action.
Yeah, just give them a little bit of a crease and get all you can get, and that's exactly what the Salem Tigers are doing right here on this drive.
Tigers, first down at the Dexter 41. 6:45 to go. No score. White has to check out. Gets off the field. Yep. And now on the option play with ball is Chandler Gray. Chandler trying to turn that left corner. Has some running room. Gray down the sideline, still on his feet. Gets across the 20-yard line to about the 15. Let's see where they finally mark him, Rick, from 41-yard line. We'll see. The one official went down to about the 16. Now they back it out to the 18.
I got the 23
yard.
23 stand? 24. What are you going to call?
Well, actually, from our angle now, it looks like the 24.
Okay.
So from the 41 to the 24, that's 17 yards and a first down for the Salem Tigers on the option. Gray kept it.
Get that first down, Sam.
I did. Okay. Tigers with a split backfield with Newman and Ball. Trader wide to the right side. Gray back to throw, flips it out all alone for the Salem Tigers, number 46, Brendan Smith. And Smith is out of bounds at the 1.
Inside the 1.
At the 1. That's a nice little flip pass to the tight end, Rick. From the 24 all the way down to the 1. A 23-yard gain and another first down for the Tigers, and first and goal.
Nobody picked him up, did they?
No, he was wide
out on the tight end side, and he was wide open.
Wide open.
Nobody close.
Tigers back in the bone. White back in at fullback. Gray under center. Turns, gives it to Newman. Tristan turns, spins. He's in for the touchdown. Newman, a 1-yard run, and the Salem Tigers jump on top at the 6:20 mark of this first quarter.
Nice drive there, Stan. Started about the close to midfield. Didn't do too much until they got a good big run from Chandler Gray on that drive, and then the big pass play from Chandler Gray to Brandon Smith for 23 yards. Set that 1-yard run up for Tristan Newman.
Holiday comes in for the point after. Stab his bag. The kick is up. And it is good. No flags down. And Holiday continues to impress. And that's all the people were down here were talking about when we came in is a 47-yard field goal. And I tell you what, Rick, that was impressive. No doubt about it. But Holiday's point after.
It's just time out, Stan.
Yeah, they're going to give him a little drink.
Yeah, go ahead.
And so it's 7-0 Salem Tigers here on the first score of the game. We're going to keep it here and tell you about some of our great sponsors, like VIP Properties, who offer 2 locations in Salem and in Houston. They welcome you to visit with an agent from VIP. They're experienced and ready to help you locate the right property, not only for you, but your family. If you're moving to Missouri, from Missouri, or around Missouri, contact Pat Tech, your broker. VIP Properties, 729-7622, 729-7622. And Mowbray Excavating and Dump Truck Service can handle all your white rock, trap rock, topsoil, creek gravel, or fill dirt needs. And if you need bobcat work done, landscaping, roads made, or even demolitions, they can do that as well. To get a free estimate, call Mowbray Excavating and Dump Truck Service. They are insured, 247-2788, and they're now accepting credit cards. And Reary Chiropractic Massage Therapy can help your body heal the natural way when you have pain or stress. If you need more information, call Reary Chiropractic Massage Therapy at 729-2828. You can stop by 216 West 3rd Street and see Dr. Emmett. Or you can see Shelby Garrett, the massage therapist. She can help you out as well. That's Reary Chiropractic Massage Therapy in Salem. We have an injured player for the Bearcats, who's getting a little bit of attention here. Big number 73.
You're right with big.
That's Andreas Garrett. He's the biggest guy on their team. There ain't no doubt about it.
He is big.
His left ankle taped up.
His ankle taped up.
6:20 to go. This is the first quarter. 7-0 Salem on a 1-yard Tristan Newman run. How are they ready to kick it off? And they are deep for him. I can't imagine why. And they kick it deep, and it's going to take a big hop, though, and come down at about the 3-yard line. Coming up the middle of the field and breaking 2 tackles, still on his feet, is number 12, and that is Nate Gargis.
He may have coughed that up, Stan.
Did he cough it up?
I think he did. We'll see what they
He got hit hard.
Yeah, he got hit hard. I think we may have got it. We did.
The Salem Tigers recovered the ball. I didn't see the ball come out, Rick.
Yeah, I think it looked like it was come out, but he got turned around backwards, Stan, and that's when somebody just run right straight over him and may have knocked that ball out, but I could not see who that was on the far side over there.
I did not see the ball come out, Rick, and I didn't catch it. So the Salem Tigers will have the ball for 33-yard line. That was almost a 31-yard return on that.
Yeah, he had a good return up the middle there, Stan. He broke a couple of tackles, and then the Salem Tigers kind of converged on him and turned him around, and that's when he got hit, and out came the ball.
Boone Schrader goes wide to the right side. The Tigers go back in their traditional bone. Ball on the right wing, right tail. Left tail is Tristan Newman and Brandon White, the fullback, and now timeout is called by Dexter. And they'll take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with 6:13 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Salem. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Radio and online at KSMORadio.com.
Reality check number 14. Getting a house loan shouldn't take longer than building your house. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know you're anxious to start building your dream home, so we make loans quick and easy. We don't have to send off to some big city for a decision. Your decision is made here, and your loan stays here. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital is proud to announce the donation of a new mammography machine offering digital 3D images. This latest technology allows for better detection, a lower dose of radiation, pristine images for superior accuracy for women with dense breast, and more. The SMDH Radiology Department is accepting appointments now for women who would like a mammogram. Just call 729-6626 and ask for me, Julie Malone. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Hey, Garga stays on the field, as a matter of fact. He'll play defensive back, and a first down for the Salem Tigers. Give it to Newman. Tristan trying to knife his way through. He was taken down hard by the big number 57, Austin Guy.
Yeah, no room there, Stan.
No room, and maybe a loss of a foot there, Rick. So call it 2nd and 10. I call it no game.
I'll give him nothing. You're right. He didn't have no hole. There was nothing there, was there?
There was nothing. The guy filled that up real big. Looks like Salem a little confused on what play they want to run. White checks out. Brandon Smith back in. You think they'll try it again?
We're going to see if they defend it any better, Stan. If they do. If they follow him.
Boone Schrader wide to the right side. Split backfield. Tigers even on the option, and Gray's going to go down. That didn't work at all. Coming in was Jed Featherston, as you tell me, and a loss of 5. It'll be a 3rd and 15.
Did he know the snap count, Stan? He was in the back.
Well, there were 3 up in the backfield, Rick. I think that they're trying to set up something on the outside, but he never had a chance to get there.
No, he never even got there. Like you say, he didn't even hardly get from the snap out there, Stan, and they were already, like you say, 3 guys was out there, but big number 40, Braxton Foster, was also out there, Stan, but he had nowhere to go.
I think they were setting up a screen to Sam Ball, and I don't think he had time to throw it. He let the guys in too quick.
Yep.
All right, 3rd and 15. Back to throw, firing it out in deep, and it's caught and taken down very close to a first down by Newman. He's close, Rick. I don't know if he has it. He's right around the 24. It'll be very close, but they may have to measure.
Okay. I won't do anything until we see what we're going to do.
Very close, but they're going to say no. It's 4th down and about a foot.
Okay.
14-yard gain, 4th and a foot for the Salem Tigers. We're in the first quarter, 4:25 remaining, 7-0 Salem. It's a nice pass there by Gray. Just left it up for Newman.
Yeah. Just kind of lofted it out there to him.
It'll take a lot of time in that huddle, though, Rick, coming out with only 10 seconds left on the play clock. Newman has it. Is on the end around to Newman. What a play. Newman to turn that corner, and he's going to score his second touchdown.
Yep.
Tristan Newman on the end around from 24 yards out. The Salem Tigers lead this one 13-0.
Nice job on the outside stand of pinning the defense to the inside. I didn't see who. I think it was Boone Schrader was out here also standing, helping him get to the inside. But it was a nice job of the Salem offensive line to pin everybody on the inside. And there was nobody out here to catch Tristan.
Tristan Newman actually you're right, got a great block, though, I believe, from Nate Case.
Is that Case? I knew it was Newman on down, but I didn't see the other.
Well, Boone Schrader threw a good block on
did.
the inside. Snap is back. The kick is booted. It's right down the middle. It's good. And Holiday with 2 extra points on the 2 Salem Tiger touchdowns by Newman. That on a little end around. Actually, I had to say a wing around because he was in the wing position.
Yeah, he was.
And Tigers take a 14-0 lead.
Yeah, blocked very well. I'm not swayed by the Salem Tiger stand.
Very nice looking play. I must add as well because I don't remember us running that play before.
No, and it was not, like I say, it was a nice job. Nice disguise, like I say, for Newman to come from that left side and come all the way over here to the right side stand. That the offensive line and the tight ends and the wide receiver on this side stand pinned everybody inside. There was nobody out there to get to him.
14-0 our score. Mr. Newman looks like he wants to have a big game tonight, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, let him.
Let him have it.
Let him have it.
Let him have it.
Let him have it. They got Gargis back there again? No. Yes, they do.
Yep.
I don't think he wants to be back there.
But he is.
He's there. But I don't think he wants to be back there. That just might be my opinion, Rick. But I think it's a pretty good one. At this moment, I don't think he wants to be back there. So Nick Holiday will kick it off.
Coach says you're getting back there.
Yeah, go back there again. Got to get back on that horse.
Get back on the horse. There you
and
go.
a kick, another high kick, and he'll have another crack at it. Gargis at the 11-yard line, up the middle of the field. Oh, we got hit again and wrecked. Oh, my. Sam Ball took him down. He just knocked him down from the side.
Sam said that was far enough, didn't he?
Wow. Yeah, right to about the 29-yard line or so.
Woo.
That's a shorter kick for Nick Holiday.
Yeah, kind of higher, but a little shorter.
So just shy of the 30. And, of course, we'll see Peyton Driscoll out there at quarterback again. Let's see what the second series does, Rick. As Hoggard comes back out there. Caleb is a senior this year, 190-pound, 6-footer. Yeah. He's put together. That kid is.
I can remember that kid from last year.
Yeah, they call him the Hog, remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's lining up there in an I formation again.
Yep.
With Corbin Strong there. And up the middle it goes for a gain of about 3 or 4 to Hoggard.
Okay. Direct snap to him, Stan.
Direct snap.
Yep.
Gain of almost 5, Rick.
Okay.
That was a very hometown spot,
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it was.
That's what I started to say. Wow.
Actually, Rick, right now, Driscoll went to the sideline. He's not even in there.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Got a Hoggard taking the snaps?
Well, I don't know if they will all the time, but they are right now. They are.
All right.
So Hoggard's taking the snaps. Takes a low snap. He wants to run the ball. He is hit and taken down immediately by number 53 of the Salem Tigers, Aaron Pollard. Pollard got down low. He got some help from the backside by number 20, Garrett Connell. And Connell's been very impressive in these first 2 games.
Yeah, he's coming up. Yeah, he's coming up and playing aggressive, isn't he?
I'm telling you. Driscoll back in the game on 3rd and 5.
Okay. Strong comes back in.
They're going to try a pass, I'm pretty sure here.
Yeah.
Hoggard, the single setback, double wing formation.
Into the center.
And he rolls over to his right, looking, flips it out, and the ball is knocked away nicely by Sam Ball. No flags. I don't see any. Sam Ball right with the receiver, Featherston, and he just knocked the ball down. Makes it 4th down and 5.
Well, if he doesn't knock that down, Stan, that's a big play.
Boy, Sam was right on his inside shoulder. That was about as perfect as you could play that, Rick.
Now, if he could have got that up and over Sam, he would have been okay, but that was a nice defense by Sam to stay right with him.
Tristan Newman drops deep. Hoggard back to punt, standing at about his own 20-yard line. Snap is a short one. He has to come up for it, and Salem almost gets in there to block it. And Newman takes it on the run to 40, spins around and gets up to the 50. That's a kind of a dangerous play. That ball was knuckling.
I thought get away.
Yeah, that ball was knuckling, and Tristan came up and got it. Brought it back 7 yards to the 50-yard line, and that's where Salem will have it 1st and 10. That was actually a really good play by Hogger to come up on that short snap, Rick.
Yeah, that was.
McConnell got in there. Doggone near blocked that ball.
He was in there.
We are at the 2:29 mark of this first quarter, 14-0 Salem. 2 Tristan Newman touchdowns on the ground, a 1-yard run, a 24-yard run. He's back out there again. In that left tailback.
He's not left the field, has he?
Not much, if he has. Now to get a string break, I think.
True.
And a little confusion there, and Gray's going to go down with another 5-yard loss as he wanted to hand the ball off to somebody, but Sam Ball and Tristan Newman were both standing there.
They run into each other, Stan, so he had nowhere to go with the ball, so all he could do was just eat that one for a 5-yard loss.
Second down at 15, a ball back to Salem Tiger, actually 44-yard line now. That confusion all over.
Yeah, that definitely was somebody went the wrong way or something.
Ball checks out. Boone Schrader wide to the left side. Tigers put in the backfield.
Camden.
Hayden Camden. See what happens here. They flip it to Camden. Can't see him. He turns that corner. Hayden is going to get taken down after about a 3-yard gain. Still on the Salem side of 50 at about the 47, 48. I'd give him 3 anyway.
I got him 3. Yep.
Third down, about 12. They say 13. I say 12.
We're right here where we can see it.
We're right on the ball. So.
You are.
I mean to tell you.
You can't get on the line of scrimmage any better than you are.
I almost tend to believe that. I think
You're right
I
on
might be
it.
about a half a foot off. And whatever tape job the trainer
didn't work.
He's going to have to do it again. 3rd and 12. Gray up the middle, and the Tigers will get it over midfield. That's about all they're going to do with that handoff to Brandon White. Gain of 3. It'll be just across the 50 on the 49. It'll bring up 4th down and 9 yards to go. So Nick Holliday will come in and punt. That mix-up in the backfield really hurt that play.
Hurt the whole drive.
4th and 9. Stab is back. Nick kicks this one down in the corner. Gargas going back to get it. Gets it at the 5-yard line. He should have let that go, Rick. And he is way down there, and he's going to go down at about the 9.
Camden got a hold of his hand. He wasn't going to let him go.
Camden grabbed his arm and just said, "No, you're not going." And return of about 4, and they'll put the ball inside the 10 at about the 9.
At the 8 or the 9?
Yeah, with under a minute to go in the first quarter, 14-0 Salem. Now, one play can change a whole drive.
Well, that killed that whole thing, whole drive, didn't it?
Threw it all out of whack.
Yeah, it did. So those negative first down plays, Stan, will hurt you.
Yet Featherston checks out. Hoggard in the backfield. They'll give it to Hoggard going down the right side. He gets not much. Taken down there by the Salem Tigers wearing number 54, and that's full gain of a yard.
41, Stan, okay. 41 and counting, Stan.
The doctor's going to come over and look at.
Say, what's your problem?
Yeah. You can't put any pressure on it.
No, he was kind of wobbling to get over here. Yeah.
Say Garrett's a big boy. He's 315 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, he is a big boy.
Stab is back. They hand it off to Hoggard again. Big hole up the middle, and Hoggard will get a first down, Rick. I believe he got to the 20.
Okay.
And he did. Camden flipped him upside down, but not until he got 10 yards and a first down. The first down for the Dexter Bearcats.
Hoggard checked out, Stan.
Hoggard out with 10 seconds to go. They got one play here. They're going to try and get off. I try and throw the ball deep. What do you think?
Nope. Hand it off to Strong.
Strong up the middle. Breaks 2 tackles. Still on his feet. And take it down at the 45-yard line of Salem with no time left in the first quarter. A big run from the 21-yard line by Corbin Strong up to the 45. And Rick, you start talking about big gains. That's a 34-yard run and a first down for Dexter as time runs out in the first quarter. With the score, Salem 14, Dexter nothing. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Radio and online at KSMORadio.com.
Country Mart in Salem has a large selection of fresh and packaged meats, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables. They even have propane tanks and everything you need for a picnic, barbecue, or even just a great day on the river. It can all be found under one roof at Country Mart in Salem. And don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. They're here to help you save.
Here at Riverways Federal Credit Union, our mission is to be your hometown financial institution, providing versatile solutions and making a positive difference in our members' lives. Riverways Federal Credit Union offers home, business, and farm loans along with great rates on checking, savings, and CDs. We commit ourselves to the credit union philosophy of people helping people, adding value to the financial lives of our members, families, and communities. Visit us today at riverwaysfcu.org or one of our locations in Rolla or Salem. Riverways Federal Credit Union, a positively different financial institution. Member NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Dexter, Missouri. Stan Stevens, Rick Hoyt bringing you Tiger football. They know the 14-0 lead. Tristan Newman with a couple of touchdowns. They go trips to the left to Dexter Bearcats. First down on a big 34-yard run by Strong. They go to Hoggard. Hoggard up the middle will gain about 3. Take it down there by a couple of Tigers, including number 46, Brendan Smith. And on the bottom of that pile is Colton C. Okay. 3-yard gain, and Hoggard checks out.
If they go back to Strong, Stan.
Strong's a big kid,
Yeah,
6'1",
he is.
215.
Yeah.
I saw him in some of the highlights they had last week. He's still in there along with their quarterback, Peyton Driscoll. Double wing set. Driscoll wants to throw. Looking, fires it deep down the field, and it is going to be incomplete. No flags down, a little incidental contact.
Yeah. Kind of run into each other, didn't they?
Pass is intended for number 7, Justin Kenley. Good coverage by Boone Schrader. Yeah. Didn't push, just they kept turning and kept bumping each other.
They were just kind of running into each other, yeah.
They'll bring up third, and
Wow. They put the ball back at the 45 stand. Instead of up 2 yards or whatever it was.
yeah,
Out there they seen it, didn't they?
yeah. I was going to say,
They lost yards on that pass. You didn't tell me that.
I didn't know that was how you played the game.
If you don't complete the pass, you get to go back
On
to
the first play of the second quarter, it goes back to the original line of scrimmage. I like it.
New rule.
Yeah, when they will. They change those rules all the time.
No, they fixed it.
3rd and 7. Driscoll will hand the ball up to Strong, up the middle.
Nope.
Strong still on his feet, breaks the tackle. Up the middle he goes to the 20-yard line. Tigers should have had him down for a short gain. Newman has to bring him down along with Boone Schrader, but he's going to mark him down right at the 20-yard line, Ricky. And that is a 23-yard gain and a first down for Dexter. They may leave him in the backfield.
Sure.
Hoggard comes back in as he checks out.
Strong checks out.
Needs a little breather.
Yeah.
It's underway second quarter. Still 11 minutes to go. Dexter on their best stride. They're at the Salem Tiger 20. Peyton Driscoll, their quarterback. Snap gives it to Hoggard. Hoggard up the middle will get taken down for a small gain of about maybe 2 or 3.
Okay.
He looked like he just tripped over
He
a
did,
player.
yeah.
I think he fell over the feet of Aaron Pollard.
Come up limping too, Stan.
Yeah, it looked like he jammed something when he went down, Rick, because his feet just stopped.
Yeah, but the upper body just kind of fell over. Yeah.
Fell over. Second down and 7. Stays in the game, but he's hurt. He's favoring that right leg.
Yeah,
Time. Drifts to the left for Dexter, including Kenley wide to the left side. They got Featherston out there as well. Going to give it to Hoggard. Hoggard jumps over, man. Didn't look like it bothered him too much there, Ricky.
No, he
and
didn't.
Hoggard goes to the goal line. I don't know if he's in or not. He said about the 1.
Okay.
Oh, he's at the 1.
Okay.
Auger gets down to the 1-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
I don't know who he jumps to, but you're right. He absolutely jumped over a Salem Tiger to get that opening down through the middle.
And all the way from the 23 down to the 1-yard line, another 22-yard burst. And we're seeing big runs here. I'm sorry, from the 17. Excuse me on that one. Down to 1 16-yard burst. And a timeout is going to be called by the Salem Tigers as Hoggard gets that big yardage, and the goal line defense wants to talk about it. With the score, Salem Tigers 14, Dexter nothing. Let's take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Radio and online at ksmoradio.com.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the Missouri way of life. We're for worrying less about the what-ifs and more about the why-nots. We're for checking off your bucket list and then making a new one. For starting a family, a business, a tradition. And if you find yourself starting over, we're here for that too. We're for building a life in Missouri and then going out and living it. And when it comes to making sure everything you've built is protected, we're for you.
I'm Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Dayton County, I've got you covered.
Don't forget, Southwest Baptist University's campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dayton County and the surrounding areas. They offer degrees in nursing, the RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education, and if you want more information on the degrees and programs they offer, contact admissions counselor Chris Welch. Do so at 729-7071. Schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. Southwest Baptist University in Salem.
I don't think it done much good, Stan.
Yeah, he's still living pretty good.
Yeah, yes.
Driscoll goes under center. Turns, flips it to Corbin. Strong, and Strong's into the end zone for a touchdown. Not much resistance there, Rick.
No, it wasn't. Like I say, you just got to pitch out there and let him pick a hole, and he went through pretty easy, Stan.
1-yard touchdown run by Corbin Strong in this second quarter, and that happens at the 9:59 mark. And the Bearcats are on the board. Well, you can kind of see that coming, the way they've been moving the ball.
Yeah, they have.
Hoggard in for the point after. A snap is back. It comes loose. Hoggard will go down, and the point after fails. That ball never got off the ground. Right out of the center's hand.
How many times did that bounce before it ever got back?
At least about 4.
It never did get off the ground from the snap.
So the kick fails, and the Salem Tigers have an 8-point lead. It's 14-6. That usually a long snapper doesn't just dribble it back there like that.
Shoot it over his head or something, huh?
Well, usually you get it back, maybe a short hop or something, Rick, but nothing there.
That didn't have anything on it, did it?
No, nothing at all. So Salem Tigers give up their first touchdown of the night against a very good Dexter team that people think, well, they lost to St. Genevieve. St. Genevieve is a very good team.
They are a good team.
And so 21-0 skunking, and losing your starting quarterback doesn't help either.
Yeah.
Townway Construction LLC can handle all your interior and exterior modeling needs. Building a new building, new home, new addition. Need concrete work done, deck, siding, tile, wood, floors, roof. No job's too small. Call Randy 247-6468 or Jake 247-4174. Conway Construction LLC, a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Got you in a stranglehold, baby. They got some music going on here. Camden the deep man. Hoggard will kick it fairly short. Going to come down to Newman at the 20. Kristen going across the field. Gets them north and south. Newman back the other way. Breaks a tackle to the 40. Breaks another tackle and gets thrown down at the 45. A nice return of 25 yards for Tristan Newman. Good run. He does want to be player of the game, doesn't he?
Yeah. He said, let me do it all, Coach.
Short kick by Hoggard at the 20 and brings it back 25 yards. So Salem has very good field position. And the Tigers will have their traditional bone out there, it appears. Some guys sucking some air out there, Rick.
Yeah, they are. Warm, humid even, huh?
It is definitely sticky. 9:49 to go. Brandon White at fullback. Sandball right tail. Tristan Newman left tail. Boone Schrader on the wide receiver to the left side, on the near side of the field. They give it off to Newman. Tristan up the middle, breaks through one tackler, breaks through another, and we'll get to about the 47-yard line of Dexter, a gain of about 8, bringing up 2nd down and 2. Newman got around Kinley and then cut back against the grain, finally taken down by number 57, Austin Guy. He came from the other side all the way across the field to get him. 2nd and 2. Tigers. Imbalanced line to the left side with 2nd and 2. Give this one a Sandball, and Sandball gets very close. I don't think he has it, Rick. I think he's short by about 6 inches.
It's going to be close, isn't it?
Talk about being right on that line. That's exactly where I am. So it'll be up 3rd and about 2 to 3 inches.
Woo.
That's it. Ball's actually on the inside. They don't even have any dashes. No, where's their dashes?
Oh, what John's got it over on them, huh?
I'm telling you what, you might put them on the wrong side, but at least he puts them out there.
Sorry, John.
I didn't say that. John, I'll have fun with you. Caden Camden comes in for Newman on 3rd and inches. They flip it to Camden. Camden trying to turn that corner. Little guy does squirt across that 45-yard line to about the 43, a gain of 4.
Okay.
And a 1st down for the Salem Tigers.
You got to take a lot more steps to get that far, Stan.
Tell you what, that was a good move by Caden. He's not a big guy, but I'm telling you what,
got a big heart. Doesn't he?
Got to
play hard.
He wants to
play.
win.
Yeah, he wants to ball. He wants to win. Yeah.
Newman back in.
8-10 and counting here in this first half with Salem up 14-6 over Dexter.
So Sam Ball will go at fullback right now as Brandon White takes a breather. Camden up on the right side, now backs up. Going to give it to Caden this time to the left side. Breaks up the middle, and he'll knife over the 40 to about the 30, 38-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. Okay. He's the smallest guy on the field.
You can't find him,
yeah, you can. And Strong brought him down, but tell you what, though, he gets down low. We compare him. Isn't that the same number Robert Howard had?
I think 5? Yeah, I think so.
Or is he 7?
I thought he was 5.
I don't know. They sure resemble a lot of each other. The way he runs.
Yeah.
Really reminiscent of Robert. 2nd and 5. This handoff to Newman. Newman trying to get to that 35-yard line does. He's still short of the 1st down by a yard and a half, but he gets 3. Strong is doing a one-man show over there. Yeah. He made that tackle as well. Tanner Gray actually goes over the sideline. They get the play this time from Coach Mack with 6:40 and counting. They'll be taking a hydration break here shortly. Yeah. Ball at the 35-yard line of Dexter. 3rd, and we're going to call it 2, though it's about a yard and a half. Tigers running out of time, down to 3 seconds on the play clock, and they don't get it off. Fowler didn't snap the ball, and that'll cost Salem 5. One way or another, it's going to cost them 5. Salem moved first. I don't know what the discussion is here, Rick.
What are you looking at? Like say,
I'm sure it's a false start on Salem. And they're going to call offside on Dexter. You got to be kidding me.
Wow, wow, Stan.
Well, Rick, I'll take it, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I'm like you, Stan.
I had 3 guys jump on the other side.
Yeah.
Why?
I think their guy, like you say, was watching the play clock, Stan, like you was talking about, and he came over, and wow. Okay.
Chandler back in the gun. Tigers with a trips right set. High snap. Chandler rolling that way, looking deep, and now he's going to run the ball. And he gets thrown down. That almost was a horse collar there.
What do you have a hold of? Wow.
Loss of maybe a yard.
Wow. Close.
That looked like a horse collar to me.
Wow, that was
Tristan Newman's questioning the official.
Wow.
I think that was pretty. He got ripped around.
It looked like it was there. Okay.
5:50 and counting. I thought they'd take a hydration break, and they will. Now that they see the clock.
Yeah.
After the Salem Tigers go to the line of scrimmage.
Oh. What are you doing? Oh, referee.
They're telling them not to stop the clock now. Now play it. This is
Wow.
He's weird.
Wow, Stan.
All right, 2nd down and 10. Keeping it is Chandler Gray on the option, and we'll get 5. He wanted to pitch that ball, but there was a player, Featherston, in the way.
Yeah.
2nd down, I should say 3rd down and 5. And are they going to take that hydration break now? Where's he at?
Yeah, in our huddle.
Nope. I guess not. 5:15 and counting. Okay, I guess it's not warm enough.
I guess.
All right.
That fooled me.
Trader wide to the right side, split backfield for the Salem Tigers.
Okay.
Chandler Gray on 3rd and 5, and now timeout called by the Bearcats. That's their final timeout, right?
Should be their third.
No, they say they still got
second?
1 left.
Wow, okay.
Well, they take a break. With the score, Salem 14, Dexter 6. Salem at the 25-yard line. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Radio and online at KSMORadio.com.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Well, D&D Supply is in service right across from Whitaker Building Supply. Can do welding and fabrication on big trucks, tractors, loaders. They do all kinds of welding. And they can do some work on your lawnmowers and tractors. They offer steel supplies and welding supplies, and they can do customized woodworking as well. For more on what they can do, contact D&D Supplies and Services at 729-2777, 729-2777. The longest timeout I've ever seen, Rick. We're still on the field.
Down, and they come back.
I think they're giving it a hydration break now
Okay.
while they're taking the timeout.
Okay.
So we'll keep it right here, and we'll just tell you that for all your family hair care needs from perms and cuts and color in Salem, it's the Looking Glass Salon. You can see Candy or Kathy. They'll call to make an appointment at 729-3278 or stop by their salon at 802C South Main Street. Your full-service salon where walk-ins are always welcome. The Looking Glass Salon. Well, we're back on the field again.
Okay.
That's the longest timeout or drink break I think I've ever seen. That's like 3 minutes.
Wow.
All right, split backfield, 3rd down and 5. Camden and ball those backs. And off, kept by Chandler Gray on the option, and he's very close to that 1st down, Rick.
Well, I think he's going to be real. You're right. He's real close.
He's right at the 20, and I think that's right where the stick is, so it should make it easy. And what do they say? Okay, it's on the line. The stick is on the line. He's going to bring in the stick. I knew it.
Okay, I'll wait. Sorry, Chandler.
5-yard gain irregardless, Rick. It'll be 4th down and an inch, or it'll be 1st down by an inch.
Inch one way or the other?
Or more. First down by an inch. I told you. You cannot.
It was a good run by Chandler, Stan.
Was a good run. He actually had me faked out. I thought for sure he's going to hand that ball off.
Yeah, I thought he'd give that ball to Sam, but then he pulled that ball out of there and got to the outside and got the 5 yards that he needed.
It looked like there's a lot of room to the outside. That's why it really looked like he's going to do to Sam. Salem back in their traditional bone with Brandon White back in a fullback. All right, on the 20-yard line. So we know exactly where it is in case there's a missed pass. Okay. Ray giving it to Newman. Tristan trying to break through on that right side. Gets maybe 3, maybe 4.
Where they put him down, Stan?
One official marks him at the 16. The other one looks like the 17. What do you think, Greg? 17? I think it's the 17.
17. Okay. 3.
Yep. Clock's running. 4 minutes left to go. First half. 14-6. Salem with the lead. Tristan Newman has a couple of touchdowns already in this game. He'd like to add a third.
Yeah.
Get the hat trick. And keeping it as Gray on the option. Turns upfield and gets hit hard. He is taken down for a yard loss. Taking him down hard there was number 57, Austin Guy. A little slow in that one developing.
It was. That took a while, didn't it?
Loss of no loss at all where they marked him, Rick. I was shocked. That's not where he got hit. But that's where he marked him. So 3rd and 7. 3:15 to go. Big crowd here at Dexter. Of course, they've got some mini cheerleaders at halftime. I'm sure it has a lot to do with it. Yeah. All right, Tigers with split backfield out there right now. And flag goes down on the side. Flag from the sideline, and what's the call by the official? It's going to be a dead ball foul offside against the Salem Tigers.
Wow.
I think that's a makeup call, Rick. I'll be honest with you.
I'd kind of agree with you there.
Really hard to line up offside on the offense.
I mean, like you say, everybody's at the ball and looking at the ball. You should never be
Before
lined
the
up
play is made, you
offside.
can walk over the ball. You can do whatever you want until you get set.
So you get set, yeah.
So 3rd down and 11. Trader wide to the right side, and now Salem will put out wide to the left side. Dawson Mock, that's his first appearance in the game tonight. Now Tigers go trips to the right. And now another flag goes down. Same official. And
what's going on?
Another offside.
Yeah.
That's going to move the ball back to the 26-yard line. So who's offside? There's nobody.
That's what I started saying. Who's lining up offsides or what's going on? Yeah.
Well, we'll try it again.
Yeah.
So it went from 3rd and about 5.5 to 3rd and 15.5.
Yeah.
2:31 and counting. They keep running the clock down, though.
Yeah. It's doing that, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Now we're going to go look at Boone Schrader. I must have 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Snap is back.
Uh-oh.
Gray in trouble. Gets away from one man. Gets away from another. Rolls to his right. Just throws the ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
Good job. And now they're going to call intentional grounding. He's outside the box, man. Intentional grounding against the Salem Tigers, and Coach Ed is going nuts over there. He's out of the box. And that is in the high school rule book. He needs to confer.
Yeah, he needs to confer.
He needs to confer, and he's not doing it. Or is he going to? He's still kind of wandering out there lost, Rick. I don't know what he's doing.
He's going to talk to them, Stan.
Well, it's a loss of down as well as the penalty.
But like you say, it's not a penalty.
But if it is, but they're going to have they still don't know what they're doing.
No, they don't have a clue.
They're going to no, in high school you don't mark the ball from the spot of the foul. They moved that ball all the way back now to the 43-yard line, and it should be 4th down. That's a loss of down.
Yeah, and he signaled loss of down, did see that.
Well, they still have third down.
No, it's got fourth on it, Stan.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
So Salem's going for it here with 2:12 to go. It's fourth and a whole bunch. And now Salem will burn a timeout. I don't think they realized they lost it down.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And that timeout called by Salem. These officials, I don't know where they got them from, Rick, but I'm going to tell you right now, you don't spot in high school any ball from the spot of the foul. None of them. Not a one.
Wow.
None.
Wow.
And they just did that. They marked off a 5-yard penalty that actually ends up being, 18 yards?
Yeah, true.
Plus, it wasn't even a penalty. It was outside the box. So what from originally was 3rd and 5. After 2 penalties went to 3rd and 15. And now it's 4th and 30. That's insane. So Nick Holiday will come out. Got to try a 63-yard field goal for him to see if they would what they would do. Target's going to go back. Down to 2:12 on the clock. Holiday gets the snap, and the kick is high toward Gargis, right at him, and he's going to let it go in the end zone. Gargis thought about catching it, but did not, and finally they called a touchback. Ball come out to the 20. That's only a 23-yard punt gain on that. Well, Rick, seen some interesting officiating tonight.
Wow.
Already.
Wow.
Commissioner Dennis Purcell's wife Renee and daughter Lindsay are proud to be supporters of your Salem Tigers. Go Big Blue and all you do, from Commissioner Dennis Purcell and his family. Go Tigers, athletically and academically. A little over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 14-6, Salem on top. Peyton Driscoll's got a nice long rest. So is Hoggard. And the snap is low, gives it to Hoggard. Hoggard up the middle will get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Taken down there by Sam Ball and Brandon White. They got together and said, let's stop them right here, and they did. Yep. Maybe a gain of a foot. Leave it at virtually no gain. Salem with 5 first downs. Dexter with 4 here in the first half. 2 Tristan Newman touchdowns and a touchdown by Caleb Strong. Corbin Strong. Corbin. Yeah. A lot of Caleb's on this team.
Caleb, Corbin.
And that was my mistake. Speaking of Mr. Strong, he's in the pistol formation right now. Back to throw. Driscoll looking deep, fires it out, and it is for Kenley, and it's overthrown out of bounds. Kenley went up for it, but the ball is out of his reach and into the bench area of Dexter.
On 18 to go here in the first half.
3rd and 9 3/4. And they start to play clock. An awful long time to wait to start the play clock.
True.
Had to move the ball. They put it back on the 20 again.
It's an incomplete pass. You lose yardage.
I guess so. It's a new rule.
These guys.
Hell, or you throw it out of bounds. Here's Corbin Strong with a big hole up the middle, and he'll get the first down out to the 32-yard line. A gain of 11 yards. Bad missed tackle there on the Salem Tiger part on the right side of the line.
Yep.
Tell you what, I know the Tigers are really mad about that, and he made a good move to avoid that tackle. And with now 1:10 to go, Dexter with their 5th first down of this first half. Give the Strong again up the middle. Strong with a big hole, and he'll go down at about the 42-yard line. There's about a 9-yard gain and a timeout called by the Bearcats, I'm sure, as their coach is one that's on the field. With 54 seconds left to go in the first half, a timeout, for Dexter, their final timeout of the half. We have 54 seconds remain, 14-6 our score, and we'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Radio and online at KSMOradio.com.
Don't sweat it later. Maintain your hay equipment today at Salem Farm Equipment. They'll perform a thorough inspection of your equipment so you have no surprises come next hay season. Stop by Salem Farm Equipment today, located on Highway 19 South here at Salem, or give them a call at 729-3458. Salem Farm Equipment. Stop by or call today.
Closing in on halftime. Going to have a whole bunch of junior cheerleaders coming out. I mean, little ones. Nice crowd on hand. Nice night, a little warm. 54.8 seconds left. Hoggard back in. As Driscoll goes under center on 2nd and 2, they give to Hoggard. Big hole for Hoggard. Has the first down and more across the 50. Salem not tackling very well at all, and the ball goes to the 40-yard line. Bad effort by Salem Tigers. Chandler Gray did not use his arms to tackle, and that allowed the running back for the Bearcats to pick up an additional 7 yards. First at the 41-yard line. That was an 18-yard gain, Rick.
Okay.
First down with 44 seconds left, and a flag goes down. Like a little Kinley looked like he jumped a little bit, Rick.
A little bit too quick.
False start on Kinley. It actually was a 23-yard gain.
Okay, sorry.
I stand corrected. Auger checks out. Back in the ball game. Number 55. Well,
Matt Agee stands.
Agee. Matt Agee. 2-by-2 on a receiving pattern. And off to Strong up the middle. He is hit right away and taken down by Sand Ball. He got virtually nothing. Maybe a half a yard. 24 seconds and counting. They have no timeouts. So I thought for sure they'd throw the ball.
Give him one, Sam.
Give him one.
Okay.
16 seconds left to go in the half. Could have just gone up there and spiked the ball.
Yep.
Back to throw Driscoll. Looking, fires the ball out, and it is incomplete. Intended for Featherston.
5.5.
5.5 seconds remain. Featherston's tall, but he's not that tall.
No.
The 3rd and 14. Salem cannot let these guys get behind them.
Nope. Gotta keep everything in front.
But they're taking a long time to get the play clock
Well, they
started,
do,
aren't
don't
they? At least they do for Dexter, seems like, the last few times down the field. Down to 8 right now. Still got him too many men in the huddle. No penalty on that. Back to throw is Driscoll. Looking down, fires it in. It is dropped by Kenley with 0.3 seconds left. He had the ball at about the 31, but dropped it. It would not have been a first down. Kenley's a big kid.
He is, isn't he?
Tall kid, I should say. Not wide-wise, but tall, about 6'5", I would think. Couldn't handle it. They have one crack left on 4th down, Rick. 0.3 seconds. You don't think it's a hometown 0.3, do you?
I would never do that, Stan.
Never. All right, Driscoll in the shot, in the actual pistol here.
Yep.
Slow snap. Down goes off. Goes the ball deep down the field, and the ball is intercepted by the Salem Tigers. Ball intercepted at about the 4-yard line, and a little extracurricular activities going on there. Chandler Gray with that interception.
Okay.
And that retires the first half. 14-6. Salem Tigers lead at halftime, and Rick, Salem came out like a ball of fire, but kind of, I don't know, is it maybe the heat and humidity is kind of wearing them down a little bit?
Yeah, you're right, Stan. It's just kind of like as the first half went on, it was like we kind of didn't have like we did at the start of the game. We got to go back and refresh and regroup and come back out and start strong in this third quarter.
Salem Tigers with 2 touchdowns from Tristan Newman, both in the first quarter. And the only score by Dexter came in the second quarter, the 9:59 mark on a strong 1-yard run. It's 14-6. We're at halftime, as the Tigers will make their way off to the locker room and maybe get some hydration and maybe cool down and get a little air.
You bet. I'd say so.
And hopefully they come out with a little renewed vengeance here in the second half. In the meantime, we have a ball game, 14-6. We will take a 2-minute break and come back with stats from the first half. Our score again, Salem 14, Dexter 6. Back in 2 minutes. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Radio and online at ksmoradio.com.
Saving lives deserves a first-rate reward and at Fairground Auto Plaza. If you're a firefighter, police officer, EMT, paramedic, or a 911 dispatcher, the GM First Responder Discount gives special pricing on eligible Chevrolets, Buicks, and GMC vehicles such as cars, SUVs, crossovers, midsize vehicles, light and heavy-duty pickups, and even passenger and cargo vans. It's Fairground's way of saying thank you for service that makes a difference. Find out more at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla, where Chevy finds new roads.
Did you know there's a community health center in Rolla that offers medical, dental, and behavioral health? Your community health center is focused on you. We offer high-quality, patient-centered care to everyone in our community. From dental clinics to back-to-school physicals, your community health center is here for your family. To schedule your next appointment, call 573-426-6718 for the dental clinic and 573-426-4455 for medical. Building your community, your health.
Open a Progressive Ozark Bank checking account today and receive a free stadium blanket. Progressive Ozark Bank makes switching banks easy with 3 great checking accounts to choose from. You will also receive a new debit card the same day you open your account, issued instantly with no waiting. Plus enjoy free internet banking, free mobile deposit, free bill pay, and enroll in e-statements and receive cash back. Banking with us is a refreshing experience. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, an equal housing lender.
This is Mike Elliott with Town & Country Insurance. We represent many different insurance companies which allow us to offer you competitive rates by checking your insurance with many companies. We're able to find more value for you this way. Town & Country Insurance has been serving the surrounding area for over 50 years. Stop by and see Laura Arts, Sarah Edwards, or myself at 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank. Or you can call our office at 729-6624. We also have offices in Rolla and Licking to serve you.
There's a lot to do at the newly renovated Salem City Park. Headlining the activities is the totally rejuvenated Alice Lou Craig Municipal Pool that offers visitors and residents of all ages a full day of fun. The park also includes a brand new splash pad adjacent to Billy's Playground, Salem's new all-accessible playground where children with different abilities can play together. The park has numerous ball fields as well as pavilions that are available to rent for private outings. For more information about the Salem City Park, visit the Salem Park and Recreation Facebook page online.
And we welcome you back to Dexter, Missouri. The halftime festivities about ready to begin here. They've got some special festivities here going on, and they have their flag corps out and their band, and getting ready for the little junior cheerleaders to come out, and gives us a little extra time to rap with you for a while. Anyway, we are here. Well, we're back in the Boot Hill, Rick, almost closer to Boot Hill.
We are pretty close, Stan.
We were down here last year, Kennett.
Yeah.
Actually, a little bit further to the south.
Actually, a little further south, yeah. A little closer to the Boot Hill.
Yeah, a little farther away from Poplar Bluff. But anyway, we welcome you. We hope you're enjoying the football game tonight. The Salem Tigers came out strong and had a real good first half. Second half, though, I have to say that the Dexter Bearcats have gone back to their running game. We've been told that the new coach likes to throw the ball. Well, I don't think they need to with the way Strong and Hoggard are starting to run. And you get they're big guys, and once they get going, they're hard to bring down. But I want to tell you, the Salem Tigers have missed an awful lot of tackles, Rick.
Yeah, they have, Stan. There's big holes that were coming up, Stan, but we're just missing a tackle. And I noticed toward the end there, a while ago, when that tackle that that we missed. It looked like our tackler came up standing next to this, ducked his head, and
That's
when he
Cameron
did,
Gray.
yeah, and then when he ducked his head, I mean, Strong just went right on by him and said, "See you later," and that's exactly, Salem Tigers defense, like I say, was just not tackling very well in that second part of that first half.
Now they see too much pro football like that, and when they do, thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Appreciate that.
Thanks, buddy.
You betcha. All right. Holy cow. I'm good.
Wow, Stan.
Oh, let's take a 17-minute break.
Let's take this home with us.
Yeah, we got a little fudge and cookies and
wow, Stan.
Holy cow.
Soda and water.
Soda and water and
stats.
Yeah.
All right.
You got to love this. Anyway, but we do
appreciate their
thank their hospitality here. They've been very good to us here, and we want to thank them for that. But getting back to the game, Rick, you talk about, thank you very much. You talk about when guys start watching pro football and you see some of these guys that, they're out there and they're making a lot of money. They're not going to get hurt. They don't want to get hurt. So they dive at a guy's feet to force him out of bounds, or they push him out of bounds.
Push him.
This is high school football. You've got to show somebody you're ready to stop them any way possible. And to take a dive at somebody's feet, and you got to stop them for halftime, that didn't make any sense to me. And we had a couple of just missed tackles, just hand tackles.
Yeah.
That the guys are trying to reach out
and
grab them.
Yeah, reach and stand instead of, like you say, driving through.
Yeah,
driving through. So, like I say, hopefully, like I say, that the coaching staff, I think, will talk to the Salem Tigers and try to, try to correct some of those mistakes that the Salem Tigers made here in the first half. Is hopefully they can get that cleaned up, and the Dexter Bearcats stand will start the second half with getting the ball in the first half.
Yes, they will, and so let's see what happens here. But we got some nice stats here for the first half. And Rick, just go ahead and kind of go over our stats, and we'll see how close they are to their stats.
Okay, all right. We'll start out with Dexter Stan. With their leading carrier I had was Corbin Strong, stand for 80 yards. And
they have 81
on 6 carries. Caleb Hoggard had 9 carries for 61.
They had 57.
Oh, we lost 4 yards there. Anyhow, and I had Jeff Featherstone with 1 carry for a -3 yards, which they had a total of 138 yards of rushing in that first half.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, and then also in the passing game, Driscoll was 0 for 7, Stan, with 1 interception, so they ended up with 138 yards of total yards in the first half.
That's very good, Rick.
Okay,
very good. Okay, and that's. Nothing of any major consequence. A couple of punts by Caleb Haggard, and really that's it. Not much.
Not much. Yeah.
Not much.
Yeah. And like I say, we can we'll look at these stats, and you'll see, like I say, how this is just a 14-6 game by the stats, because these two teams are pretty close. And we'll start out here with the leading carrier for the Salem Tigers so far in this first half is going to be Tristan Newman. He's got 6 carries for 39 yards. Chandler Gray's got 8 carries for 21 yards. Sam Ball's got 4 carries for 14 yards, and Brandon White's got 3 carries for 8 yards, and Caden Camden has 3 carries for 12 yards. So we ended up with 94 yards of rushing in the first half.
That's what they had.
No way.
Yeah, that's really right on it.
See, you're doing good, man.
94.
All right.
Exactly. Did good, Rick.
Okay, and in the air, Chandler Stan, he was 2 for 3 for 37 yards. So
they only went 35.
Well, we seen it better than they did.
Yeah.
And then so we'll end up with Salem Tigers Stan on the first half.
They deduct those 2 yards off the pass.
So we ended up with 131 yards to their 138 here in the first half.
Whatever way you want to look at it, whether it's their stats or our stats, it's been a fairly close game.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting to see when somebody else looks at it and how you're looking at it, and just see where you stand.
Yeah. We're pretty close, huh?
So very good. Anyway, there was 1 fumble lost, and that was on a kickoff return by the Bearcats right before Salem Tigers scored, and 1 interception, and that was near the end of the first half. Actually, the first half. End of play. And there you go.
Yep.
All right, what are we gonna do for the next 18 minutes, Rick?
You got 12 minutes. You can go over the score.
Oh, I can, but it's not going to take me longer than 12 minutes. I don't think so.
We'll talk real
slow. Well, we do want
to. I
want to say, first off, Tristan Newman has had a very good game. You mentioned he has 41 yards on a day for his rushing, but the thing is, he's had some great return yards too, Rick. He's already got 24 yards in return yards, and so He's I guess, putting in his ballot for player of the game. I think I said that earlier, but he definitely has had a very good game for the Salem Tigers. One of the things we start talking about when we do individual stats is one thing that we don't really keep a lot of is individual tackles because, well, first off, we don't have the computer program that they do.
No,
and another thing is that we pretty well know who led the team in tackles in the first half, and that's going to be Sam Ball.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Sam likes to hit.
Yeah, he does.
And Sam got in. He had 4 solo tackles, 1 assist for 5 in that first half. Tristan Newman got in on 3, and we already mentioned Aaron Pollard with a couple of tackles in there. He's got 3. They've got Brendan Smith with a couple. We already talked about Caden Camden with a couple. Colson C., yeah, he's got a couple. You know, it's not like we're off very far, are we, Rick? Nope, not very far. Anyway, for them, though, one of the things that we also talked about was how much a game Corbin Strong has had. He's been in the backfield a lot. He's got 6 solo tackles, 3 assists for 9 tackles, and Nate Gargas has stepped up, and Austin Guy, too. These are guys that we've been saying their names a lot because they have really been the players to watch in this contest. No sacks in the game, and one fumble, and that by Gargas on that return. So really, when you look back at the whole first half, Rick, it's been a fairly balanced and even first half.
Yep.
Even when you look at the first downs, my gosh, by golly, we can do that too.
Yeah.
I didn't even look on theirs for first downs, but I'm going to here in a minute. We had 6, they had 6, and we had 2 penalties. They had 2 penalties for 10 yards. We had 3 penalties for 25 yards. And really, when it comes to stats, Rick, we're about done. I mean, really.
Yeah.
In all honesty, this was a
pretty close. Like I say, close. We're 14-6 here at the half with Salem up staying, and the stats are real close. The first downs and about everything that we've gone through are pretty close.
Yeah, they're counting the first downs when you score, which I don't do that.
We don't do that.
I don't do that. Yeah. And that's the same. Because we have 8, they have 8, and Dexter has 7. Well, you get that when you score a touchdown. They say it's a first down.
No,
I don't count that as a first down.
Yeah.
I count that as a touchdown.
That's a touchdown. That ain't first down.
Yeah, to me. Some of those, they do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're good on that. So that's the same. And penalty-wise, I want to see what they gave him on that the penalties, though. I'm trying to see that.
Okay.
And I'm looking. Yeah, 3 for 26 yards.
Okay.
And 2 for 10. So they gave him 16 yards on that penalty. I gave him 15.
Okay.
There you go. Hey,
there we are.
But that's where we stand here at halftime. It's been a good close ball game. A tale of 2 quarters, though. Salem dominated the first quarter, and Dexter turned it around in that second quarter, and they really played some pretty good football. We're halfway through the halftime festivities. The band has actually put on a pretty good show. They didn't do a real good job of the national anthem,
No, they didn't.
but they have really done a good job here. And their flag corps has been very, very entertaining. They do have their little junior cheerleaders coming up in just a minute. And that's going to be their other part of their halftime show. And we can also talk to you a little bit about the other sports that are going on. We have Cardinal baseball will be coming up following this game. They're taking on Cincinnati. That game is on right now, but we're going to delay that broadcast until after the football game. So you'll be able to hear that entire Cardinal broadcast tonight, right after Salem Tiger football, about 9:15. Right here on KSMO Radio. Tomorrow, the Missouri Tigers has their first game of the year, UT Martin. And they'll take them on at 1 o'clock pregame show. The actual kickoff is 3:05, and we'll have that on KSMO Radio. Then tomorrow, the Cardinals and Cincinnati will tangle again. 6:15 is the actual start time, and we'll get to that immediately following the Missouri Tiger game. So we'll join that Cardinal game in progress, probably just the first inning or so, right after the Missouri Tiger football game. And, of course, Sunday afternoon, the Tigers will be back. The Cardinals will be back in action at home, taking on the Cincinnati Reds. And that will be the third game of that 3-game series. The Cardinals will then go on the road to Washington, D.C. to take on the Nationals. That will start with a Monday afternoon game, 11:10 pregame show on KSMO Radio, and 12:05 first pitch. Okay, and we got a lot of festivities going on in Salem and Dent County, and we're going to go over some of those when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Salem Tiger football. They lead at halftime 14-6 over the Dexter Bearcats, and we'll come back in 2. This is Tiger football on KSMO and online at KSMOradio.com.
You don't have to go out of town to rent a car. You can rent one right here in town at Larson Rental Cars. And they have cars available to anyone for their needs, including short vacations when you don't want to put miles on your vehicle, a person's short-term needs for a vehicle repair, or an extra vehicle for a family member who's come in town, or really any reasonable need you might have. For more information about Larson Rental Cars, call 729-3915 or stop by 503 North MacArthur in Salem. Larson Rental Cars.
This is Joe Brand with Edward Jones. Today's interest rates are creating real challenges for many Americans who live on a fixed income. Edward Jones has been helping individual investors like you for more than 130 years. If you have money coming due soon and want to hear about alternatives to possibly increase your income, help reduce your tax bill, or invest for growth potential, come see us at Edward Jones, 911 South Pershing, or call 729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Napa know-how. A Napa guy knows the good thing about an old truck is you can treat it like an old truck, meaning however you want, because the paint job looks best covered in mud. Dents build character, and unpaved roads are unscientifically proven to be 70% more fun. And with over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, you can keep that thing running longer, stronger. Because it's not old, it's broken in. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
Reality check number 44. You can spend money everywhere. Why can't you bank everywhere? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. Town & Country may be a hometown bank, but our banking is state-of-the-art. We have dozens of ATMs across the area. Plus, you can bank anytime, anywhere, online or on your phone. You can even deposit checks from your phone. Pretty cool, huh? Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Dexter, Missouri. Dan Stevens and Rick Hoyt with you, and we hope you're having a good night wherever you might be. And, of course, this is Labor Day weekend, so please drive carefully no matter where you might be and what your destinations might be. We have a lot of different things going on in the Denton County area. I'm going to review those. I'm kind of choked up because I just had to slip down a cookie. I'm sorry about that. And it was a good cookie, too. But the Denton County is going to be pretty much a hopping place. We've got going on going on right now. And down at Flat Nasty, it's the Ron's Race for a reason. The race is actually at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's a cross-country race. They allow side-by-side and trucks. Now, these are more off-road. You definitely don't take your brand-new pickup truck down there. It's probably not a good idea, but you can if you want. But it's a side-by-side and truck race. It's cross-country. You'll drive for an hour and a half and then one more lap. And the winner will be determined by time. And the winners of the cross-country races and for the 4x4s and the trucks will then get a check from the purse, which, of course, right now is a $25 entry fee. It's 100% payback, and there's over $3,000 in the purse. So you're gonna make a few extra dollars if you want to do that. And of course, like I'm telling you, the winner is going to meet a very, very special guest, Medal of Honor winner Donald Cox Ballard, and he is going to be handing out those checks to those winners. And if everything goes well, Rick, they're going to bring him in on a helicopter to do it. It'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty neat, wouldn't it?
All right, that's going to be tomorrow. 10 o'clock is the race. You can enter up to 10 o'clock tomorrow if you want to enter. And it's open to everybody.
It's open to everybody, yep.
That's Ron's Race for a reason. The proceeds from all the cooking, and they've got food down there. They've got all kinds of neat stuff down there. American Legion is cooking up some great food. So the American Volunteers will be the benefactors of this, and they're going to be buying some equipment to help out people in their need when they can't do things on their own. They've been doing that now for a few years. They're a tremendous group. Anyway, it helps out them in getting that things. I think they had to take down a tree for somebody. They didn't have a chainsaw. They had to go buy a chainsaw. So they want to get those tools so when people call them, they can respond immediately and get out there and get it done. So that's Ron's Race for a reason at Flat and Nasty. You never been down to Flat and Nasty? That's a neat place. You need to go down, walk around, check it out for yourself.
Give them a little bit of directions to get down there, Stan.
Well, if you know how to get to Javelin Canoe Rental, make it right.
There you go. That's right. That's right. That's what he's trying to tell you. Like I say, he's exactly right.
Yeah, and you'll see a big rock with Flat and Nasty on it when you get to the entrance.
You're there.
Going down there. It is $12 to get in, But that money, and that portion of that money goes to the American Volunteers.
Yeah.
And you can camp down there for $5 per person, so you can do that too. Yeah. Check it out, and that's at Flat and Nasty. And that's going to be going on through Sunday morning. All right? Now, tomorrow afternoon, Doc Ballard will be coming back to Salem. He's going to be having a little meet and greet. That's going to be going on at the Indian Trail Archery at 5:30. There'll be a little video presentation. He'll be doing a little talk, and then he'll pose for photographs of people, but he'll also be talking to a number of different people. Veterans will be out there. It'll be a real good time to meet this incredible man, and we hope you get a chance to do that. That'll be tomorrow afternoon at 5:30 at the Indian Trail Archery. There's no cost to attend. It's absolutely free. If you want to make a donation to Doc's favorite charity, you can do that. Pose with him for a photo, but besides that, there is no charge to attend. Now, tomorrow night at the Commons will be the first night of the MRCA URA Rodeo, and that will be also the red, white, and blue Veteran Salute Night. And you know who's going to be there? Doc Ballard. That man is going to be all over the place.
All over the place.
And there's going to be a special salute to him before the rodeo. They have fireworks. They have all kinds of neat stuff there, and they're going to salute all the veterans in attendance there as well. So check that out. That's 7:30 on Saturday night out at the Commons. And then on Sunday, it continues another night of rodeo out at the Commons at 7:30. So you're invited to come out. Go out both nights because there'll be different runners each night. Different bull riders, different runners, different teams. Get out of here. You see that thing?
Yeah.
Flew right in at me.
Yep.
And we want everybody to get out there and check that out at the rodeo at the Commons. Again, tickets are available at the gate, and you can get there, and hopefully you got your advance tickets already, but if not, they are available at the gate. So it should be a good time. Looks like the weather's going to be really good. Then, on Monday, the rodeo moves out from the Commons, and Timber Days comes in. And Monday morning at 11, they're going to feature their parade. The parade for Timber Days will start out at Highway 3272 in MacArthur, go all the way down around the courthouse, and you're going to see logging skidders. You're going to see all kinds of neat stuff. You're going to see rail splitters. You're going to see trimmers.
Everything involved with timber.
Yeah, a number of log trucks. I mean, to tell you, some incredible equipment that I can't even explain. You'll see it come by you on the parade. And then when you get out to the Commons at noon, you can ask those people about it because all that equipment's going to go out there, and they're going to have games. They're going to have kids' games. They're going to have adult games. They're going to be a lot of fun out there. That'll be from noon to 5 out at the Commons at Timber Fun Days out at the Commons. That's a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff going on.
You know what else is going on this weekend? They're having a hippie fest. We are. We have a hippie fest going on down at Whispering Lake.
Okay.
Now, you can only get in there by getting your ticket online, so then that starts tomorrow as well. Tomorrow and Sunday. Check it out if you always want to know what it was like to be a hippie in the 60s. And I mean, they dressed it, the tie-dye shirts and everything, and headbands and flowers in their hair and all of it. But it's a hippie fest at Whispering Pines. And again, I can't tell you the name of the website, but just go to the Whispering Pines website, and you can find out how to get on there. Click on it, and they'll send you to the right place to get your tickets. You can only buy them and get in from that ticket online.
There we go.
That's it. Is that enough?
If you want anything else to do, no, never mind.
Anyway, that's what's going on this Labor Day weekend over in Dent County. We're getting ready to start the second half. Both teams are back on the field. We'll come back in 1 minute with the kickoff. You're listening to Tiger Football on KSMO Radio and online at KSMORadio.com.
Tax season is still a while away, but it's never too early to start tax planning and tax consultation. Let Jackie or Beth at Taxmasters help you start preparing for the upcoming tax year. They also have over 30 years of accounting and payroll experience. Stop by and see Jackie and Beth at Taxmasters today, located at 510 North Main Street in Salem, or call 729-3001.
When you need your oil changed in a hurry, stop in at Knight Auto Care's Fast Lube at 307 Highway 3272 East here in Salem. Their full-service oil changes include up to 5 quarts of Valvoline oil and oil filter, plus an 18-point checklist where their service technicians check your lights, tire pressure, filters, fluid levels, and more. Tuesday's Ladies' Day, where ladies get $2 off their Fast Lube service, and Wednesday is Senior Citizens Day, where they get $2 off their Fast Lube service. To find out more, stop by Knight Auto Care Center's Fast Lube on Highway 3272 East in Salem, or give them a call at number 729-5815.
Nick Holliday is out ready to kick it off. And going back deep will be number 12, Nate Gargis. He got right back on the horse before, and he's ready to ride it again.
Yep.
Not knowing, if you're just joining us, not knowing Nate came back and got just nailed, fumbled the ball, and he was slow in getting up, but he's back there and ready to return again.
Yep.
So Nick Holliday, he's ready to kick it off. Ready to get this second half underway from Dexter, Missouri. Glad to have you on KSMO Radio, 1340 AM. And the kick is booted to the left side. Gargis tries to get over there and can't get it until it's in the end zone. And it'll be an automatic touchback.
Better click on that one, Stan. They got a second off there. Hurry.
Can't have second off. They put the 12 back on there.
Did he? Okay.
Haven Motors at 205 West Scenic Boulevard in Salem has been providing services for 4 generations to Salem customers. They have reliable cars and trucks at very affordable prices, and you can drop by and check them out on Highway 72 to the west here in Salem. You can also call 729-8100. Try trading with Haven. Haven Motors, a proud supporter of the Salem Tigers. Peyton Driscoll not very efficient on the passing, so they take him out. And they put in there Featherston instead. Featherston takes the snap and turns the corner and gets 9 yards. So they put their big running backs in, Rick, and they kept Driscoll on the side.
I think he's hurt, isn't he?
And Featherston is down. Yeah,
he is. He's trying to crawl off the field, Stan.
And they've got their trainer out there, and he went down awkwardly, Rick.
I couldn't. Yeah, like
yeah,
I kind of lost. Yeah, I kind of
lost.
When
he went down awkward, he kind of bounced, and then I don't know if he maybe hit his head.
Oh,
I don't know, but he got 9 yards on that carry. That will bring up 2nd and 1. Right now, he is the player who is down and out. You know, next week, Rick, will be the parade. Salem Tiger Parade.
Tiger Parade, you bet.
And remember, this is our opening night against an SCA opponent. Houston Tigers will be in town.
Very much improved, Houston Tigers, Stan.
You want it very much improved, and want to get to the end of that parade, I need to get in hold of Dolly Howard, and I don't remember her name off the top of my head.
Her number?
I know her name.
I don't have it either.
I don't have something. I can't think of it. But if you do know Dolly, or you want to find out more,
or call Coach Mack if you have to. State school, Stan.
That's
right. He can get you in the direction that you need to go to. So I know Coach Mack and the whole coaching staff and the Salem Tigers have invited everybody out to the parade.
Absolutely. And the parade will start downtown Salem and make its way up 4th Street to 3rd Street. And Featherston's very slow.
Doesn't look good, Sam.
No, he does not. He needs assistance in getting off the field. The good thing is they didn't bring a stretcher out, and he is laboring.
I don't know what.
He's froggy, Rick. He's definitely, and he's favoring that left leg big time.
Yeah, he can't hardly. Does turn.
So bring up 2nd down and 1. Hoggard takes the snap, and flags go down. False start against Dexter.
Okay.
Well, so they put Gargis back there, along with Hoggard, and the young quarterback Driscoll is still on the sideline. He's standing down to our left, Rick. He's right by the coach. So he's waiting his chance. It'll be 2nd now and 6. Now they put Strong in the back with Hoggard. Caleb Hoggard gets the ball up the middle and fights his way to the 30-yard line. That's where he had to get the first down. He's right on it, so I'm sure that they can figure this one out, Rick.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will. Zimmer brings them down, but it's enough for a first down. How about that?
flying stuff around here, Stan.
Yeah, lots of it.
You know what's that?
Yeah, lots of it, too. Lots of flying stuff around here. Lots of moths and stuff like that.
Yeah. Mosquitoes and...
Oh, yeah, that too. Justin Kenley comes wide to the right side. Now in the backfield is Ryder Foster. Hogger takes the snap, though, tries to cut up field. Going back against the grain will get 2. Fan ball there to take him down. On the bottom of that pile for the Salem Tigers is Colson C. And 2-yard gain, and brings up second down about 8. And we're looking down here, and we have an opportunity to see the young man, and he is really in some pain. Looks like his shin, Rick.
They're trying to, it is a
knee.
shin, yep.
And extreme pain.
He is hurting.
Getting as many ice packs on them as they can.
Yeah.
Second down, still 8 yards to go. And the gun. They get that one off. And a nice diving play to make a great tackle as Aaron Pollard to get in the backfield.
Nice job.
And take out the feet of number 32, Ryder Foster, who's in the game. That's Ryder's first carry. Number 32.
Blue 4, Stan? Blue's 4?
Blue's 2. 3. Okay.
Okay. That was a nice job by Pollard, Stan.
He read that, he shot the gap, Rick, and was able to grab him around the ankles and shut him down. Again, 3 guys back there. Now Driscoll back in on third, and we'll call it 13. High snap. He wants to throw. Looking downfield, and now being chased. Gets away from one. Turns the other way. Now has some blockers. Wants to fire the ball and does. And it is wide open to Kenley. Kenley down the sideline will get up to the 42-yard line. A gain from the 27 of Dexter all the way down to, we'll see where they mark him, Rick. They'll mark him right at the 43. That should be a 30-yard play and a first down.
Okay.
Tigers got caught looking at the quarterback.
Yeah, they did.
And Kenley snuck behind him. First completion goes for a big first down. The 8th first down for Dexter. Crystal stays in, goes under center. Offset eye. They give it to Hoggard, and Hoggard will dive forward for a yard. He comes up a little bit slow.
Yeah, he was a lineman there, Stan.
Strong checks out.
Colton Gibson stands, also a offensive lineman for Dexter. Kind of coming up, kind of limp.
Strong also coming out with either cramps or something. Rick, he's on the ground quickly.
Oh, got cramps.
Came over here, and I would think it's cramps.
Yeah.
2-by-2 on a receiving pattern. Rolling to his right is Driscoll. He's got a lot of room. He should run the ball. Instead, throws it, and it is caught. Deflected and caught.
They're going to call a catch, Stan.
They're going to call it a catch at the 29-yard line. And that'll be a 13-yard gain and another first down. That ball is tipped. Looked like it hit the ground, Rick.
I thought it was, too. And the official on this side was totally out of position, Stan. There was no way that he could see whether that ball was caught or not.
The official calls it a catch. Makes it 1st and 10 from the 27, make it 28-yard line. O'Driscoll couldn't complete a pass in the first half. Has 2 here in the second.
Got 2 for 2.
That one, a little deflection, a little help. Ball to Salem 28. They flip it out to Hoggard on the pitch. Hoggard turns the corner. Sam Ball gets a hold of him, but Hoggard gets 5. He'll be down very close to that 25-yard line. You're going to mark it down at the 4-yard gain. Okay. Second down, 6 yards to go. Just underway. We're almost halfway through this third quarter. The clock has not stopped, except for the injury. Featherston on the bench. Still got his helmet back on, Rick. He wants to go back in.
Trying to test it, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Give the kid credit.
Yep.
Back to throw. Driscoll fires the ball out, completes it, and trying to turn that corner Number 40 for the Bearcats is Foster. And Foster gets it down to about 13. Really hard to see from this bad angle.
True.
I want to say about the 12, Rick, and that should be a gain of 12 yards and a first down.
Okay.
Dexter mixing up the run and pass here as Hoggard comes in. Driscoll stays in the game, 6:40 and counting in the third quarter. Salem is back on their heels here.
Yeah, they are.
Hand off to Hoggard. Big hole. Hoggard up the middle. They'll get about 4, maybe 5. Trying to see where the officials spot him down. Excuse me. 6-yard carry, 2nd and 4. They can get a first down at about the 2-yard line. At least that's what it appears.
Yeah. 6:08 here, counting 10 in the third quarter. Salem up 14-6.
But being threatened here.
Yeah.
Driscoll under center, drops the football. Who has it? Oh, Mark.
Salem says they do, but
and official says Salem has the football. Driscoll pulled away too early, and Salem recovers the ball at the 7 or 8-yard line. Trying to see you pull that ball out, Rick.
I couldn't tell either.
Couldn't tell you.
Okay, here we go.
And it looked like a hydration break. Both teams are going to go to the sideline and take a little breather and get a little hydration. We've seen some cramps already here to start out the third quarter, Rick. And the Salem Tigers dodge a bullet, getting a second fumble by the Dexter Bearcats.
They were on a drive, Stan.
They were on a drive. And with the score, Salem 14, Dexter 6. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger football on KSMO Radio.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free.
Salem Tigers will come out deep in their own zone. In their traditional bone with Brandon White at fullback, Sam Ball right tail, Tristan Newman at the left tail. Chandler Gray will turn, give it off the ball. Ball getting across the 10-yard line, maybe to the 11 or 12. Depends on the spot. I think the 11-yard line is probably the closest. Gain of about 8. That brings up
about 8, Sam. Okay.
And it'll bring second down and about 2.5. We'll get made anyway.
Yeah, we did.
It behooves Salem here to hold on to the ball and let that defense rest a little bit.
Yeah, they need a break.
Of course, a lot of these guys go both ways.
That's true.
A lot more fun on offense, and Chandler Gray fumbled the ball and dove on it. He almost lost that ball, Ricky.
Wow.
Big number 57, Austin Guy, was in there right with Chandler. Third down, about 4. That's a loss per yard for Gray. Salem stays in the bone, inbounds line to the right. Gray turns, taking the ball, and he's not going to get it. Sam is taken down right at the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up a fourth down. The Salem will have to punt. That fumble hurt. And Rick Featherston's back in the game.
I've seen that. Like I say, I was looking for him over here. He's limping out there big time, Stan, but he's out there. I don't know how effective he's going to be, but
No,
he's
I
out
don't
there.
either, but he's out there. Gargis drops deep. Nick Holliday punting from his goal line. Low snap, can't find it, and it's recovered for a touchdown. Recovered for a touchdown. I believe it's number 22. And it is in the end zone. And it's 14-12.
Stan. Low snap, and Nick just couldn't get a hold of it, Stan. He tried to reach down twice to get it picked up, and he couldn't pick it up. And like you say, little number 22, Stan.
Mason Kina.
Mason Kina picked the ball up, or actually just dove on the ball there in the end zone for the touchdown.
They tried to pick it up and couldn't do it. And with 3:51 to go, Kina gets the touchdown, and they're going to go for 2 here, I believe. Yeah. Try and tie it up. So Kina on the bad snap, and the Tigers just have not played
very
as
well.
well since that first quarter. Nope. So, Stab is back. The handoff up the middle to Strong, and Strong walks in the end zone. He couldn't even touch.
No, he wasn't.
And it's 14-14. 3:51 to go. First off, the Kina fumble recovery in the end zone. And Ricky, just that fumble, what kind of damage did that fumble, even though we recovered it?
True.
Really changed this whole complexion of this. And then, of course, not only the fumble, but then the strong 2-point conversion. We are tied 14-14 here in the third quarter. A lot of time to go here.
Yeah, a lot of game to go. See if Salem can settle down here, Stan, and put a drive together.
They need to get a spark somewhere.
Yeah, something needs to happen. Or, like you say, the old momentum is definitely over on the Dexter side.
It has definitely swapped over that way, and there's no doubt about it. Strong and Hoggard have really taken over the ground game, and now with a couple of deflected passes, about every break they could go Dexter's way went that way, so maybe Salem needs one except for the fumble.
Yeah.
But then they got their own fumble back. Salem's first fumble, by the way, in the end zone. Kick by Hoggard comes down. Camden will take it at the 11-yard line. Caden trying to find a little hole up the middle, jumps out to the 30-yard line. Nice 19-yard return for Caden Camden. So Salem's first fumble ends up being a touchdown. That really hurts.
Yeah.
Their fumble hurt, but that one really hurt.
Salem's got to get something going here on offense, Sam.
They may need to go back and throw that ball a little bit, Rick. These guys are just concentrating on the run.
Yeah, kind of loosen that up a little bit, see what happens. Mix it up a little bit.
As we mentioned, Featherston back in there for the Dexter Bearcats. Hand off to Brandon White. Not going to get much. Maybe 2 or 3, maybe 3. Second down and about 7 yards to go. And Featherston was in on that tackle, wasn't he? So he might have been hurt, Rick, but he's back out there.
He's cutting it out, isn't he?
He made that. He got on the bottom of White, and that's something to do. Tigers in the bone. Trey hands this one off to Newman. Tristan hits it hard, but can only get about 3 or 4 more. He actually did a little cut up and inside, tried to weave his way through, and then got hit. Ball at the 38-yard line. They still needs to get to just over the 40. .240 to go. Third quarter, 14-14 the score. Tigers in balance, line to the left. Chandler Gray, a quarterback, trying to find the answer here. Burns gives us one off to Sam Ball. He's got the first down as he gets across the 42. Mark him close to the 43. And a first down for the Salem Tigers, brought down by Strong.
5, Stan?
Yeah, about 5. Yeah.
Okay.
And for Salem, that's their first down of this second half. I don't know why we'd be so resistant to just throwing that same pass we threw earlier, because I'm not sure Dexter can still cover it.
I don't either.
2:08 to go in the third quarter. On the first down play, Gray on the option, flips it outside to Newman. He's not going to get much, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, that play just took a little too long to get started.
Yeah. A little too slow, Stan.
Just a little too deliberate, maybe. Rick might be the term.
Yeah.
Wanted to make sure we didn't drop the ball, and at the same time, you slow yourself down.
Yeah.
But no gain to bring up second down and 10. Down to a minute 25 to go, third quarter. Schrader comes out wide to the left side. They stay in the bone. Gray trying to get away from pressure.
Okay.
Still trying to get away, trying to turn upfield now. He'll get taken down. There's going to be a holding call on the Salem Tigers in the backfield. At least I'm 99% sure, Rick. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a hold.
Yep.
That's going to go against number 52, Theron Southworth.
See what they want to do here, Stan.
Well, really, it was no gain.
No,
again, actually a loss of about a yard.
You take the play or move them back.
Move them back more. They decline the penalty.
Okay.
So they'll put the ball down on the 42-yard line, so a loss of 1.
Okay.
Actually, they're going to put it right back at the 43, Rick. So.
All right.
Actually, they put it as the 42. That's irregardless. They're going to call it 10, so we'll call it 10. Caden Camden comes out wide to the left side. Tigers put out Schrader wide to the right side. Also out wide to the right side for Salem is Austin Mox. And now fumble, and Gray falls on it. I'm not sure what that play was.
I'm not either.
A loss of 3 more, and so the Tigers have been going in reverse. And Nick Holliday comes back in, and Dexter could end up with excellent field position with 50 seconds to go yet here in the third quarter. No wind of any kind, so there's no help here.
Nothing.
So the snap can get back there. Gargas dropping deep at about the 22, and this one's over his head. Goes back to the 10-yard line, and Nick can't pick that one up. That's going to be recovered by Dexter at the 9-yard line, Rick.
Wow, Stan.
This one way over his head and off to the left, Nick.
Wow, Stan, that was went from one extreme to the other, Stan. Went from way too low to way too high from the snap.
And Keena recovered it again. Keena with the recovery in the end zone. And now this one is a 9-yard line. Got it.
Okay.
Snap back. You hand it off to Hoggard. Hoggard to the outside, trying to turn that corner. Gets taken down at about the 6. Newman came up from that backfield, read it. Maybe a yard, Rick.
Maybe the last play here, Stan. We'll see.
15 seconds left to go.
They elect to let it go out, Stan. They're going to let it go.
They sure are. We played 3 here at Dexter. Our score, the Bearcats, 14. The Tigers, 14. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Radio and online at KSMORadio.com.
The Bank of Salem Shazam Bolts mobile app offers you a safe, easy, and fast way to manage your accounts, identifying potential fraud, finding surcharge-free ATMs, checking your balance, and providing alerts for purchases exceeding your designated amounts. Anytime, anywhere, even when the bank is closed, all from your mobile device. Shazam Bolts, a safer, easier, and faster mobile solution. Stop by the Bank of Salem for enrollment information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Message and data rates may apply.
New things are happening at Country Mart in Salem. You'll find hundreds of new low prices throughout the store, hot weekly specials, everyday low prices on thousands of items, and more. Country Mart has a renewed focus on great customer service and clean stores. So stop by and see today for yourself at Country Mart on Highway 3272 East. And don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East. They're here to help you save.
And for all your exterior needs, see Rainbow Siding and Guttering. They offer seamless guttering, new construction, and replacement windows, soffit and fascia. They can also do siding, garage doors, and metal roofing. Estimates are always free at Rainbow Siding and Guttering. Call them 729-2697, 729-2697. The Duncan Family Chiropractic at 216 West 3rd Street in Salem. It's a proud support of the Salem Tigers. For your chiropractic needs, see Dr. Amber at Dr. Amber's Duncan Family Chiropractic, 729-2321, and be listening for a big announcement coming soon from Dr. Amber Duncan. The ball at about the 6-yard line. Second down and goal for Dexter as we get ready to start this fourth quarter. Now, Rick, some major changes.
Yeah.
Game has gone from one dimension to a whole different.
Yeah, it's totally flipped. Yeah.
Now they're in the Wildcat. They go right back to Hoggard. He gives it off to Strong, and Strong will get inside the 5 to about the 3. Not hit initially by Pollard. I don't know who finished him off there in the middle of that quagmire of people. Camden comes out with a little ankle twist. Oh.
See what the Dexter wants to do here, Stan.
Third down and goal, still about the 3.5.
Okay.
Split backfield with Hoggard and Strong. Hoggard takes it a settle. The flags go down. Looks like a false start on the inside, Rick.
Yeah, I think looked like couldn't see. Looked like maybe the right guard. I couldn't tell which one moved.
I couldn't either. I actually thought it was the left tackle.
Did you? But they may have both moved because I was looking. I can't quite see the left side, but like I said, I can see the right side. But he may have moved because your left tackle moved.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But the tackle moved, and that's going to cost them 5. So that's first penalty the second half.
Wow. That's going to back Dexter up, Stan.
They got some big bugs down here, Ricky.
Flying in
my
here.
neck. I think his name was Drac. So third and goal now. The ball out near the 8-yard line. Hoggard gets it. Gives it to Strong on the inside, and he'll get down to about the 7. Taken down there by Mr. White. Brandon did a good job of just taking him head on and putting him down.
Yeah. I'll bring up fourth down here, Stan.
4th and 6. They're going to go for it here as Driscoll comes back in the game. Strong checks out. I smell a pass. Vargas wide to the right. Kinley wide to the left. Go back, rolling to his right, wide open. Fires the ball out, and it is caught for a touchdown to Gargas. Gargas got over top of Boone Schrader.
Yep. Got it over him, Stan. Nice throw.
Driscoll actually, Ricky could have ran that in.
Yeah, he had the opportunity. He's seen Gargas out there, Stan. But you're right. I mean, he could have run that ball in either way. Gonna try a kick now, Stan. Looks like
Gargas gonna come in for that kick.
No, it's gonna be
I'm a Hoggard.
Hoggard, yeah.
And the flag goes down. Illegal substitution.
Yep.
6-yard pass from Driscoll. And Salem finds himself trailing for the first time since back in the second quarter against St. James. 10-17 remains. Plenty of time.
Try to kick it, Stan.
Snap is back, and the kick is up, and stuffed it crossbar, but
It went
through.
in. It went in.
Went through. It hit the goalpost and went through for a good extra point. And so
it's going right, Stan. It's going right, huh?
I guess. Tigers point after goes through, and the Bearcats, who looked really, in all honesty, Rick, they looked awful in the first quarter.
Yeah, they did.
Have really come back and played well in the second half of this game.
Yeah. Actually,
And,
almost three quarters.
Just
Yeah,
about 2 quarters
yeah,
going into the
full
fourth.
forward going into the third. Yeah, like I say, they've turned this game around into their favor, and they've got all the momentum on their side.
The
got
Tigers
to
haven't done anything
No,
to
they
get
haven't.
them momentum.
No.
Really haven't done it. Did not make the good tackles, and that allowed big runs. And then Rick, they've had opportunities and bad snaps to your punter, and what do you say?
Yeah.
It's create your own breaks. That's what they say.
Exactly. Yeah,
But
exactly.
the neat thing is the game's not over.
No, like you say, I mean, there's 10-17 here to go.
That's a lot of time in
That's a
football.
lot. Yeah, that's a lot of time.
So we'll see. Hogger's going to kick it off. Newman is deep down the middle. Canada is not out there on the kickoff, Rick.
Okay, we seen him limp off earlier.
Yeah, we did. Now the ball falls off the tee. We have no wind. How can that happen? Tigers. We have Connell deep, but now they stopped it again. What for?
I think the official was ready. I think he was telling them to reset the play clock, I think, Stan. He's ready.
All right, now we'll try it. It looks like almost like an onside bounce kick. Comes up, taken by the Tigers at about the 37-yard line, and going down with Cole Elliott.
That flag for, Stan?
I have no idea. Flag went down at about the 37-yard line. I have no idea.
I didn't see anything, Stan.
I didn't see it either, but the official threw the flag, holding against Salem.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. Why do you confer? Tigers have made mistake after mistake. Rick, I didn't really see anything there, but I'm not going to say there wasn't a hold. And I'll move the ball back 10 yards from the 37-yard line to the 27-yard line. Guys really don't know how to mark off yardage, do they?
No, they don't.
Without those hash marks out there, where's John when you need him? They're really struggling. Sam's got one first down, one in the second half. Only 6 on the game. Staying in the bone. Down by 7, 21-14. They had a 14-0 lead in this game. And the handoff to Sam Ball. And Sam just pushes through. A good run by Sam Ball. He gets down low, and he'll gain 8. Second down and 2. That's more of what we need.
Yeah.
Bearcats have done a good job of containing the Salem Tiger running game here in the second half. They really have shut it down, but on the other hand, Salem has made a number of mistakes to shoot themselves in the foot. Yep. Fumble on a snap. Running into each other in the backfield. Little stuff. Yep. Giving this Chandler Gray the option, trying to turn up the field, and he'll get taken down after a 1-yard gain. He'll get to the 35.5, still about a half-yard shy of that first down. Fourth quarter action from Dexter, Missouri. We hope you're enjoying the contest on KSMO and online at KSMOradio.com. Dan Stevens, Rick Hoyt with you. We'll be at home next week, take on Houston. SCA play begins. Yep. Newman, Ball, and White in the backfield. 3rd and 1. Salem needs the first down here.
Yeah, they do.
Big time. Hand off to Ball. Sam has the first down. Still on his feet. Gets about 4. He'll be out near the 40-yard line with a gain of probably closer to 4. Okay. They're going to put him at the 39. The Tigers get that first down they need desperately.
Yeah.
Bearcats have done a good job of clogging up the middle.
Yeah, they have.
Tigers have not been able to take advantage of getting outside. In the bone. Handoff, nice handoff to Newman. Newman breaks through to the 40. Ball. Sorry, they changed place there. And Ball down to inside the 30-yard line. Excuse me. From the 39-yard line. I looked up, Rick, and I saw him going. I thought, that's a Tristan side, but no, it was Sam. And all the way down to where they're going to mark him. 28. Yes, sir, that's where they're going to mark him. That is a 33-yard gain and a first down for the Salem Tigers. Yep. 33-yard run for Sam. Excuse me, I need to pay more attention. I have to be looking.
Well, they did switch. They did switch sides. You're right. Now they're back.
Oh, yeah.
Chris on the left and
yeah.
Sam on the right.
Yeah, okay. Now they're back. That messed me up. Must have messed them up, too. But Tristan's going to get a couple here. Down to about the 26, maybe the 25. Maybe a gain of almost 4. Where they put his thing. Hold on to the ball. That's a good thing.
Yeah, sure.
2nd and call it 6.
Okay.
So give him 4 yards. Some of these guys are really stuck in some air.
They are. Yeah, both sides. They're exactly right.
It's a muggy night.
It's a humid, hot night.
And you're down in a hole here in Dexter, and there's no breeze.
No air.
Tigers stay in the bone. Schrader out wide to the right side. Hand off up the middle to Brandon White. And Brandon will move forward to near the first down. Very close. A gain of 5. 3rd down and 1. Okay. He slid off one tackler and was able to turn his body sideways.
Kept that big body going, didn't he, Stan?
He did. All just outside the 20-yard line. 6:50 and counting. 21-14 Dexter on top. Salem trying to get back and tie it up here. Or take the lead. Hand off this time to Newman to the right side. Gets a big block. Newman to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Salem. Newman.
20 yards out, Stan?
I'm saying 20.
Okay.
Newman, a 20-yard touchdown run. His hat trick.
He did have the hat trick. You said he wanted to get the hat trick, and he got it.
He got it. That's an inside handoff again, Rick, that worked so well the first time.
Another job again on the good blocking on the outside, and I couldn't see who pulled. It was either one of the guard or the tackle pulled on this side and made the hole open.
They did. And again, Boone Schrader with a good block on the wide receiver position. Now the all-important extra point. Snap is back, and the kick is blocked. It was a bad snap again. And the kick is blocked, and the Salem Tigers trail it by 1.
Wow.
So Salem Tigers, special teams have kind of let them down here.
Yeah, they have.
21-20, Dexter's leads, and Whitaker Building Supply. And Salem wants you to know they handle a large selection of gray seal paints and enamels. They can work on it. They have interior doors and exterior doors. They have all your things you need to work on your plumbing and electric. They have signs, letters, numbers, concrete blocks, and more. Stop by Whitaker Building Supply, where we find them in Salem on Babb Lane. Or call 729-5155, 729-5155. When it comes to heating or cooling your home, Victor Heating and Cooling in Salem can take care of you. They're your local Lennox and water furnace geothermal dealer. Victor's is a full-service family-owned business serving Salem and the surrounding area since 1934. Call for a free estimate today, 729-4332, or stop by 301 East 4th Street in downtown Salem. Victor Heating and Cooling. All right, 6:32, Rick. It's up to the defense now. You don't think we're going to try a little looping onside kick, do you?
I don't think like I said, they've got everybody up, Stan, so they're expecting, like I say, they've, I'm sure they've seen some film from last week, and they've got two guys on the outside that's come up in the second tier that's, going to cut that stuff off.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Holiday will tee it up. 21-20. Nick approaches and kicks it deep. Gargis didn't think he would. He goes back, feels it at the 1. Up the middle, has a lot of room. Gargis is getting up there and gets hit. Gets hit again, and he finally gets taken down at about the 23. Finally finishing him off was Brendan Smith.
Okay.
Don't know who got him the first time. They grabbed him and kind of slowed him down, and Brendan finished him off.
Yeah. See if the defense can still hold him here, Stan, and get the ball back for the offense.
Andrews Garrett, Rick, is out of uniform now. Took him out at halftime.
See that, yeah.
Could not get that ankle fixed.
No. Put any pressure at all on it, could he?
No, not at all. So Driscoll back in there at quarterback now. Hands the ball off to Hoggard. Hoggard gets hit, and a flag comes in. Flag came in from the back judge. Holding against Dexter. Loss of 1, Rick. You give him another down and move back 10 with the clock running down, or do you just take 2nd and 11?
I don't like to say. I may have inclined here, Stan, to push him back. Again. Let him go a little further, Stan.
They need to make a decision this week.
Time's running out, isn't it?
Push him back. Well, there you go. How hard was it?
Yeah.
That's your choice.
That's what I thought I told him.
10-yard penalty for Dexter.
Okay.
Used to give you only like 10 seconds, so that's forever.
Did they ask every one of our captains?
I guess they did. They're all looking at the bench. All right, so make it 1st and 20. Tigers Driscoll. He has the ball up the middle to Strong. Big hole. Strong still on his feet. Gains 17 of it back. Either gets to the 35, it gets to the 32. Actually, they'll spot him at the 33. Rick, an 18-yard gain.
Okay.
Another missed tackle up close to the line of scrimmage. And once Strong gets in that second level, man, he's hard to bring down.
Yeah, he's hard to bring down.
2nd down and 2 yards to go. So you pushed him back 10, but you just gave him 18.
Yeah, you did.
I go back to the Wildcat with Hoggard. Going to take that snap. And he's going to run to the right side. Big hole, hurdles over a man and gets the first down out to the 40. That's a gain of 7. And Dexter with another first down. They're 11th of this game now. Salem has only 8. Dexter up by a point, 21-20. 5:28 to go. 4th quarter. Salem needs the ball back.
Yep.
You know, Nick can kick a long field goal, but we haven't seen a snap lately that will work.
That will work, yeah.
Hoggard takes the snap again, rolls to his left this time. There's a huge hole. He turns the outside. He gets across the 50. He's got a first down as he gets to the Salem Tiger 48. That's a 12-yard gain. Another Dexter first down. Boy, the Tigers are really, really hurting on defense right now.
They're doing whatever they want to do, don't they, right now?
Well, right now they're just pushing Salem back and just taking the yardage they can get. But Rick, Salem is just right now they're just being pushed around.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the heat or whatever, but Driscoll in, takes it, inside handoff to Strong. Again, jumps over a man and trips over him. Comes down after a 5-yard gain. If he didn't fall over his own guy, he'd have gone probably for a touchdown.
True.
He stepped right on his own guy and went down. Going to mark him back
They
at a
don't know where-
3-yard gain.
They don't know where to put the ball.
They don't know where to put the ball.
No.
Second down, we'll call it 7. Time is running out. 4:25 to go. Salem needs a stop. Low snap. They hand the ball off to Strong, and he is tackled this time after no gain. Actually, he'll fall forward for a yard. And the only one who was able to grab him was Colson C.
Yep.
Schultz was in there as well, his first appearance for the varsity side, trying to give somebody a breather.
Yep.
Colson C. tripped him up. George Schultz was right there on his back. Third down and 6. Hayden Driscoll, a quarterback. Will he throw the ball this time?
We'll see.
Nope. Hands the ball off to Strong. There's the big hole up the middle. Strong all the way inside the 30 to 25. And again, we're not doing any kind of good tackling, Rick.
No, exactly.
All the way from the 43, and they're going to put him down, I think, at the 26-yard line. 17-yard gain and a first down. No, that is like the 12th time they've run that play, Rick, and you would think by now.
Yeah, you could stop it, you would think, couldn't you?
You know somebody's got to be able to get in there and cut them off.
Yep.
And it's the same setup for that play. First and 10, though, for Dexter. Driscoll to Hoggard. Hoggard bounces off a man, back to the outside. Hoggard inside, bounces again to the outside, now down to the 7-yard line. A nice run by Hoggard from the 27 to the 7. It's a first down and a 20-yard gain. You got some huge insects here.
They just keep coming, don't they?
They're huge. Dexter wants to put this one away, Rick. 3:12 to go. Salem Tigers need something, and right now they are virtually out of gas.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
No, it's hard to play. That's just when the intestinal fortitude jumps through, as you always hear, but they are gassed out there.
Yep.
You can tell.
Defense has been on the field a long time.
A long time.
Yep.
Driscoll will take the snap, and a flag does go down. Dead ball foul, false start. And now 5 penalties for 30 yards. Oh, right in the eye.
Yeah, we
I
get
know how man holiday feels.
Just to let to get the moth in the ears. Dave.
Yeah, well, if it goes through these headphones and get in there, Rick, we're going to be in trouble. From the 13-yard line. Still first and goal.
They didn't start the play clock.
No, they didn't.
Wow.
Until real late, yeah. They've got 4 guys in the backfield. I've never seen this setup. Hoggard ready to take the snap on the Wildcat. I'm going to call it a Wildcat pistol just because.
Yep.
He keeps it himself up the middle, turns, spins, still on his feet, and we'll get to the 10. And I think they're happy doing this, Rick, taking time off the clock.
Might as well.
Down to 2 minutes to go. Sam Ball with a tackle. Salem down by a point, 21-20. And Salem, I think, is going to burn a timeout here. Salem burns their first timeout. And with the score, with exactly 2 minutes on the clock, it's Dexter 21, the Salem Tigers 20. We're going to come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Radio and online at KSMORadio.com.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
At K&H All Supply, get Stoner Glass cleaning products for $4.99 each, Mother's Appearance products for $4.99 each, and Viking microfiber wash mitt or detailing towel, it's $3.99 each. Stop by K&H Auto Supply, your Park City Auto Parts store right here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
When your vehicle has suffered damage from the weather,
Open a Progressive Ozark Bank checking account today and receive a free
The Common Grounds Bistro is open Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Thursdays from 7 to 8, and Friday and Saturday from 7 to 9. On Thursday night at the Common Grounds, you can get homemade lasagna, prime rib on Fridays, and Saturdays pork steaks, 4 to 8 o'clock. Common Grounds Bistro at 300B South Main Street in Salem. Call 453-2173 for takeout orders. The Common Grounds Bistro. Exactly 2 minutes on the clock, Rick.
2 minutes to go. Second down.
Need a major something.
Yeah, need a
Turnover.
Turnover's got to have something done here, yeah.
Pick six, something.
Yeah. Got to get the ball.
An inverted I. Back to throw Driscoll. Wants that same play they scored on before. He rolls, he fires, and it is a bounce pass. It's incomplete. They don't count. Catch him on the bounce. Trying for Kenley. Kenley came all the way across, Rick, and he was wide open underneath. But the pass was short.
Couldn't get it to him, could he?
And the nice thing about that, it saves Salem from taking another timeout.
Yeah.
1:52 left. Salem really needs to not let them score here.
Yeah, they've got to get the ball. You're right, Stan. Got to not let them score. We have to get the ball back here in a hurry.
Try and get within Nick's field goal range. I bet you they're going to hand it off to Strong. He's a single setback.
Yep.
In motion, they give it to Strong up the middle. Strong turns the corner, bounces through. Strong's into the end zone for a touchdown. Yeah, it's just too easy to see. He's taking that play up the middle every time.
Yep.
And that's going to seal the fate here. 1:45 left. Strong his second touchdown, this one from 11 yards. Hoggard in for the point after, and this could be a very big point. With a 7-point lead right now.
Yep.
He hit one off the upright the last time it went through.
And it clanked pretty good,
Yeah,
didn't
it did. It just deflected in. Driscoll a hold. Key extra point right here.
Yeah, it is.
Waiting. Snap is back, and the kick is up, and it is good. By Hoggard. Nothing fancy about it.
Yep, just kind of hit straight on. Tried just to kick it, Stan. He didn't try to kick it very hard, did he?
No, and now the Salem Tigers have to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Yeah. Just to
Try
try.
forced overtime.
Yeah.
Third quarter. Going into third quarter, Salem led 14-6. But 2 fumbles, one in the end zone that Kenner recovered, and then another one led to an easy touchdown on a Gargis 6-yard pass. And Rick, the next thing you know is Salem's down 21-14. Came back, made it 21-20, but missed the extra point. And now Strong 11-yard run with Hoggard's point after. And all of a sudden, it is now an 8-point Dexter lead. They have outscored Salem here 21-6 in this fourth quarter.
Yep.
But Dexter will kick it off.
Salem still has 1:45 and 2 timeouts to go, Stan.
That is time.
Yeah. Got to get something going in a hurry on offense.
Oh, still waiting.
Here we go.
And the kick. Line drive kick. Comes down. Picked up by Newman. Takes his time trying to find the hole. And he's going to be taken down back at the 16-yard line. And he did not get to the outside. He was trying to wait for a block. Guy was watching him. He's watching him like a hawk.
Yeah.
And then when he made his move, guy took him down.
Yeah, I got you. Really surprised that Chisholm just didn't pick that up, Stan, and just tried to burn to the outside instead of kind of wait.
Well, don't know, Rick. He had something in mind.
True.
Tigers go trips to the left. Gray back to throw. Salem needs some yards in a hurry. Look out from behind, and he's taken down at the 12-yard line. Actually, they'll mark him out closer to about the 16. That's where he fell forward. So a sack by Braxton Felster. He came all the way from the backside, and it's only a loss of 1. But the clock continues to run. 1:15 to go. Trips to the left. Gray gets it. He can throw the ball, but he needs somebody to get open. Flips it outside to Camden, and he dropped the ball. Turned his head upfield, Rick, before he had it.
Yeah.
Missed it.
Looking to see where he was going before he got the ball, Stan.
Bring up 3rd and 11. We give Dexter a lot of credit, Rick. I thought this was going to be a blowout the way it started in the first quarter.
They regrouped, didn't they?
They regrouped, changed their pattern, went to a more of a running attack, and took the pass away, and they just ran it right over the Salem Tigers. So the Tigers had somebody checking in. Colin Haven actually coming in on wide receiver. Back is Gray. Gray tries to run with the ball. He's going to go down after no gain. They'll bring up 4th and 10 from the 20 with 55 seconds left, 54.6, and Salem will burn their final timeout. Rick, they should have burned a timeout before this play.
Yeah. It was like you say, it was all confusion with the player that was trying to get off and one trying to get on, and it just all confused.
I don't think Haven has played a varsity down yet, and all of a sudden he was checked in and thrown here at the last minute. So it just didn't look like it was very cohesive. Not to blame Haven, it's not his fault, but I don't know if somebody got hurt and had to check out.
I think it was looked like Dawson Mott. Stan checked out, number 6 for Salem, and coming in late then was Haven.
So that last timeout, we'll keep it here. 28-20. We'll wrap things up here quickly and get Cardinal baseball going for you. And we'll try and get that game underway. It has already gotten started on our delay. And we will bring that to you on a delayed basis right after this on KSMO Radio. We'll join it in progress on a delayed basis. They just got started. It'll be the top of the first inning right now. And we'll try and wrap things up here. We don't get attacked too many times by these bugs. 4th down, and the Salem needs 9. I don't know how they got a gain on that, Rick.
I don't either.
They show a gain. All right. Chandler Gray with trips to the left. Newman the single setback. Gray back to throw. Fires it deep downfield for Schrader. Schrader has it at the 50. Schrader down to the 45. And that is a nice catch by Boone Schrader. He out-battled.
Yeah, he did.
Kenley for that ball all the way from the 10. That's a 45-yard pass and a first down for the Salem Tigers. Still have life with 45.7 seconds left. They won't start the clock until they get the chains back. Tigers go trips to the right. That's the short side of the field. They have 4 receivers to the right side.
Too.
Chandler is all by himself. Fires it out, and it completes it to Schrader. Go out of bounds. Stayed in bounds to the 40-yard line. Some of these guys are not football smart, Rick. That was not a good play by Boone Schrader. That's
got to step out.
Salem to cause their final timeout.
Yeah, he's got to step out. You're exactly right.
You're not going to make much more yardage. You need the time.
Yeah, time would be more important there.
So the final timeout taken. Salem down a 2nd and 3 from the 37-yard line. And the Salem Tigers' final timeout. They have none left. None.
He's wanting more time put on the clock, I think, Stan. Yeah, he wants 31 on the clock.
Rick, just to sum up this game quickly, Tristan Newman with 3 rushing touchdowns in this game for the Salem Tigers, but a point after that was blocked really made a difference in this one. That was on the 3rd touchdown. Strong with 2 running touchdowns. Keena recovering the end zone of a bad snap on a punt. And a guard this 6-yard pass from Driscoll after another bad snap on a punt. Put the ball at the 9-yard line. So those 2 turnovers cost Salem 14 points. And they trail it right now by 8.
He did put 31 seconds back on that's what is on the clock, Stan.
31 seconds on the clock. Ball at 37-yard line.
Ooh.
And now a timeout called by Driscoll for Dexter. Oh, well, hello. I'll get it out.
Dexter.
Dexter. By Driscoll. And he was right next to the coach, and Driscoll called the timeout.
Yeah,
I guess he told him to call timeout. I don't know. But we're going to keep it here. KSMO Radio, 1340 again. Salem will be home next week to face the Houston Tigers. It's their first SCA game. And, Ricky, it'll be parade night.
Right. Yep. Tiger Parade will be it's Friday night.
And we hope you can all make it out to the parade. Big old bug on my phone.
Had one on the mic a while ago.
Yeah, it's got it in my hair. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And we're not even on the really near the light. Maybe we are. But here we are with still 31 seconds to go.
Salem with no timeouts.
No timeouts. Dexter going to have guys playing deep. That's a heck of a catch by Boone Schrader, by the way, on that long pass, because he had to out-battle Kenley for it, and he did.
He did.
All right, trip to the right side. Sam Ball, the only receiver to the left in the wing. And they throw it out for Boone Schrader. Comes across. Boone has it for a first down. And that's at the 23-yard line. And, Rick, that was a pass, let's see, from the 37. I want to see where they mark it, though. 24, 13 yards, and a first down.
Okay.
Still now with 13 first downs. And now he spikes the ball. Good play by Chandler Gray.
Yep.
Save the time.
Yep.
Salem, had they not scored, Rick, could have been going in for a field goal.
True.
That's the difference of allowing that touchdown here at the end of the game, because now you can't go in for a field goal up there. You got to go in for the touchdown.
And the 2-point conversion.
And the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
That's the big difference.
That's the difference.
So again, the Tigers go trips right. I can see that underneath crossing pattern.
True.
To be honest with you. Ray rolls to his right. He has a bunch of time. Throws it out. Completes it to Camden out of bounds at about the 13. With 19 seconds left. It'll be a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. The question is, Rick, while we were struggling running the ball, why didn't we open it up a little bit?
I tried to, like I say, the offense didn't do anything, Stan, and kept that defense out there way too much here in this. Actually, it's for 3 quarters, Stan.
Walk back in, goes wide to the right side. Salem goes trips left. Newman, the single setback, 19 seconds on the clock. Ball is at the 16-yard line. Ray gets the snap.
Oh, he's in trouble.
He is in a lot of trouble. Trying to turn a corner. He's going to go down. He is sacked back at the 22, and that's going to do it.
The blitz was on, Stan.
You need to get rid of that ball in a hurry. And he'll try and spike the ball. You better hurry. And he does so with 0.4 seconds left. That was a loss of 6. 5, I guess. Okay. Put him down. Ball is at the 19-yard line. They'll have 1 play left.
Yeah, it's got to go into the end zone. No. The clock went to 0, Stan.
No.
No, you can't do it now. That's the 0.4 back on there. Yeah.
That'll actually give Salem they have to put it back up there before they can run it. They got 4.
Okay.
Well, that's not really going to work. All right. Ray ready. This is the last play of the game. Pass goes out, and it's to Schrader, and it's incomplete. Knocked away. And Dexter comes back to win this one by a final score of 28-20 over the Salem Tigers here at Dexter. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back and wrap it all up. You're listening to Tiger Football on KSMO Radio, 1340, and online at KSMORadio.com.
When your vehicle has suffered damage from the weather, an accident, or even an animal collision, get it repaired the right way at Fairground Collision Center in Rolla at Fairground Auto Plaza. You've tried the rest, now try the best. They are well versed in all types of vehicle body repair. When accidents happen, let them help. Fairground Collision Center, call 573-364-1002 or go online at fgcollision.com. Fairground Auto Plaza, where Chevy finds new roads at 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla. If you're looking for unique and hard-to-find items, then the place to go is Fleming Variety in downtown Salem, where you'll find willow tree angels, home decor, scrapbook stuff, embroidery necessities, and Melissa and Doug toys. They also offer a variety of other brand name toys and baby gifts. Fleming's also has a vast selection of memorial flowers. Stop by and see everything the Fleming Variety handles from A to Z. Located in downtown Salem on 4th Street, they're locally owned for 80 years, Fleming Variety.
Did you know there's a community health center in Rolla that offers medical, dental, and behavioral health? Your community health center is focused on you. We offer high-quality, patient-centered care to everyone in our community. From dental cleanings to back-to-school physicals, your community health center is here for your family. To schedule your next appointment, call 573-426-6718 for the dental clinic and 573-426-4455 for medical. Building your community, your health.
Don't sweat it later. Maintain your hay equipment today at Salem Farm Equipment. They'll perform a thorough inspection of your equipment so you have no surprises come next hay season. Stop by Salem Farm Equipment today, located on Highway 19 South here at Salem, or give them a call at 729-3458. Salem Farm Equipment. Stop by or call today.
Did you know that almost 60% of women in Dent County have never had a mammogram? That needs to change, and your friends at the Salem Memorial District Hospital are determined to change that with their new 3D mammography machine. And don't let finances be a concern. The hospital can offer you financial assistance to help pay for your mammogram. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 729-6626 and ask for me, Julie Malone. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Tired of corporate America taking your hard-earned money? Then it's time to talk about Riverways Federal Credit Union. A credit union isn't a bank. It's a not-for-profit financial cooperative, meaning you have a say as a member owner to help manage your money. We offer a wide range of services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, commercial loans, construction loans, and so much more. Stop in at our convenient locations in Rolla and Salem, or visit our website at www.riverwaysfcu.org today. Riverways Federal Credit Union. Positively different. Riverways Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
We welcome you back to Dexter, Missouri. Stan Stevens along with Rick Hoyt here for doing some final stat work and getting all things done here for the coaches. And this was a heartbreaking loss for the Salem Tigers, stopping this game to Dexter after starting out so well. But Dexter given a lot of credit. They kept fighting away. They found the way. They found where Salem wasn't able to stop them, and that was on that hard running game right up the middle. And unfortunately, for the Salem Tigers, Rick, they just did not have the tools to shut down Dexter when they needed to.
No, you're right, Stan. It almost looked like we were out of gas, Stan. The defense was on the field way too much there in those last three quarters, Stan, and I think that really caught up, and especially there in the third quarter and all the way to the fourth quarter.
They just didn't have that spunk anymore, and they started out the game high as a kite, really flying, and really looked like the Tigers would just have their way in this game, to be honest with you, but it didn't end up that way. So thank you. And the Salem Tigers finish up with a 28-20 loss. A couple special team plays, Rick. The snaps, point after, and the punt. Don't know what happened. That needs to be addressed quickly, because that's really what cost them the game.
Yeah, you're right. You like to say, it's just just some stuff that that we hadn't that we didn't see against St. James that we've seen here tonight. And like I say, it's just some stuff, Stan, that that I'm sure that the coaching staff will look at when they see the films of this, and they'll have to make corrections or adjustments, and and come back next week. We got Houston coming in, so they just got to make the adjustments, rest up, get ready to go for Houston next week.
That's exactly what they have to do. And Rick, you're not telling, I think, anything that everybody doesn't already know. But you can't give away points, and when you give a touchdown away on a bad snap on a punt, that's just a gift.
That's a gift.
And then you give the ball the 9-yard line. At least they got to earn that one. But the one in the end zone, that's a gift.
Yeah.
And that's something that just cannot happen. You'd almost wish. And you can't blame Nick, but you almost wish if you knew he couldn't pick it up, kick it out of the back of the end zone for a safety.
Or just throw it out of the back of the end zone.
Well, just whatever you can.
Yeah,
so,
get it out of there.
Just take the safety on that. But anyway, it's easier said than done
Sure.
after the fact when you're sitting here.
He's still trying to make a play. He's trying to pick the ball
He's
up.
trying to make a play.
Yeah.
I'm not being saying he should have done that.
Yeah.
That's not true.
No, that's like I say. I mean, that's it's a lot easier to play it from up here than it is down there, and we know that. And it's just the mistakes tonight, like State's saying, that we had not seen against St. James. That for whatever reason, I know it's hot, I know it's humid, and but it was just some mental mistakes and some physical mistakes that we just got to clean up.
Well, let's go over some stats, Rick, and you're ready to wrap this one up. We got Cardinal baseball coming up, so let's just go ahead and knock it out.
Yeah, let's go here. We'll start out with Dexter, Stan. Their leading carriers tonight is going to be Corbin Strong. He had 14 carries for 138 yards. Hogger Stan had 19 carries for 126 yards. Jeff Featherstone, Stan, before he went out, had 2 carries for a total of 6 yards, so they ended up with 317 yards of rushing on the night.
Okay.
And in the passing game, Resco Stan was 4 for 12 for 61 yards with 1 INT, so they ended up with 378 total yards in offense.
Okay, very good. All righty, and how about the Salem Tigers?
Okay, for the Salem Tigers, Stanley, the leading carrier tonight is going to be Sam Ball. He had 10 carries for 82 yards. Tristan Newman had 10 carries for 67 yards. Chandler Gray had 15 carries for 19 yards. Caden Camden had 3 carries for 12 yards, and Brandon White had 5 carries for 16 yards. So Salem ended up with 196 yards of rushing on the night.
Yeah, not a good night.
No, it wasn't a good night. And in the passing game, Stan, Chandler was 6 for 9 for 111 yards. Not too bad there, but like I say, we had a total of 307 yards of offense.
Well, when you start to look at those numbers, Rick, you can tell it's not much of a difference in yardage. 3 turnovers by Dexter should have been enough, but Salem had those 2 critical fumbles in the second half, and that really made a big difference in that one after Salem actually had been given a gift by Dexter when they fumbled the ball at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, they did.
And then we turned it right back over to them and then gave the ball back at the 9. So in this one, let's go over the scoring. Salem got out on top at the 6:10 mark in the first quarter on a Newman 1-yard run. Tigers really had a nice drive right down the field and scored. Holiday's point after made it 7-0. Tigers were able to get a fumble on the ensuing kickoff, took that ball in. At the 4:07 mark, another Newman run, just a 24-yard run. And then Holiday's point after made it 14-0. And it really looked like the Tigers were just going to run away with this one. But then Dexter started to find their running game, and they actually got a touchdown in that early in that second quarter at the 9:59 mark. Strong, a 1-yard run. The kick failed, and Salem led at halftime 14-6. Now, you knew that Salem was going to be kicking off to Dexter to start the third quarter, and they went on that long run, a long drive, started on a long drive, and then they kind of shot themselves in the foot with a couple penalties, and that kind of killed that one. But then doesn't take much that Salem Tigers were able to shut them down, got the ball back, but could not move the ball at all. The offense just went stagnant.
Couldn't get going. Yep.
Couldn't get going. Salem had the punt, and at the 3:51 mark, the snap went underneath. Nick Holiday was standing right at the goal line, as I mentioned, and the ball went underneath his hands, and Mason Kenna jumped on that ball, and it was an easy touchdown for him. Strong's 2-point conversion tied the game at 14-14 with 3:51 left to go in the third quarter. Tigers got the ball back, and unfortunately, just again couldn't do anything. Then here came Dexter down the field, and the Salem Tigers actually did a good job of stopping them, but then that created a fumble. But Salem Tigers then could not move the ball, and what happens? They get the ball back on another bad snap on the punt. And they go in on a Garga 6-yard pass from Driscoll. Make it 21-14. Tigers did come back on a run by Tristan Newman, a 20-yard run with 6:32 left to go in the fourth. But the point after on another bad snap, Rick was kicked. The kick was blocked. There's 21-20 for the Tiger defense. They just didn't have enough left in them. They could not stop this Dexter offense and strong 11-yard run. And boy, you could see the play call. You just knew what was going to happen.
Just pound, huh?
Right up the middle with Strong. You knew Harker was going to hand it off, and he did, and he went in relatively easily. And the extra point was good by Hogger, 28-20, and that's how it ended, as the Tigers did threaten near the end of the game, but fell short in their attempt to get the tie. Our final score here from Dexter, Salem Tigers lose it to the Bearcats by a final score of 28-20. Thanks for standing back at the station. I'm Stan for Rick. Thank you for joining us for Tiger Football on KSMO Radio 1340 and online at KSMORadio.com. We do invite you to stay tuned. We do have Cardinal Baseball coming up on a delayed basis when we come back right after the exit right here on KSMO Radio. Have yourselves a great Labor Day weekend, and we'll see you on Friday night.
Napa know-how. A Napa guy knows the good thing about an old truck is you can treat it like an old truck, meaning however you want, because the paint job looks best covered in mud. Dents build character, and unpaved roads are unscientifically proven to be 70% more fun. And with over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, you can keep that thing running longer, stronger. Because it's not old, it's broken in. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
Open a Progressive Ozark Bank checking account today and receive a free stadium blanket. Progressive Ozark Bank makes switching banks easy with 3 great checking accounts to choose from. You will also receive a new debit card the same day you open your account, issued instantly with no waiting. Plus enjoy free internet banking, free mobile deposit, free bill pay, and enroll in e-statements and receive cash back. Banking with us is a refreshing experience. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, an equal housing lender.
Thanks for joining us for Salem Tiger Sports on KSMO Radio AM 1340 and online at KSMORadio.com. Salem Tiger Sports has been proudly brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, K&H Auto Supply, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Supply, the Salem Memorial District Hospital, Town and Country Bank, Fairground Auto Plaza, Your Community Health, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Salem Farm Equipment, Knight Auto Care, Progressive Ozark Bank, Edward Jones, Fleming Variety, the City of Salem, Town and Country Insurance, Larson Collision Center and Rental Cars, Tax Masters, Common Grounds Bistro, Farmers Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Haven Motors, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Whitaker Building Supply, Victor Heating and Cooling, Quick Tan, VIP Real Estate, Rainbow Siding, SBU of Salem, Dr. Emmett Reary, DOC, Mowbray Excavating, D&D Supply, American Family Insurance, Conway Construction, and Your World Today. Join us again next time for Salem Tiger Sports on KSMO Radio and online at KSMORadio.com.